All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin. All right, welcome back to the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a members call-in show. I had to do this. I know it's quite late in UK, but I just get a feeling maybe a lot of people might not be able to sleep today. But across everywhere else, it's still nice and early. It's midday here in Australia, Sydney, Australia. I'm pretty sure in Singapore, where Valan is, it must be very early in the morning. Valan, is that right?
Yeah, it's 9 a.m. Miss.
9 a.m. So it's good to have streams during this sort of times. Valan must. Oh yeah, it's Sunday today, so it's your day off as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. So yeah, I thought it's a good time to talk about the match and see how you guys are feeling about this particular situation. I mean, I know most of you guys are obviously all devastated. I'm pretty sure Valan has been saying this for a while anyway, but let's just see what Valan has to say. Valan, my man, firstly, did you even watch the match?
I only watched the first half of the game. And then after that, for the second half, I was just watching Matisse's and Yunus's stream.
You just knew what was going to happen in the second half.
It was a dead game in the first half, miss. Come on.
Wow. I didn't watch the match, man. For the first time, honestly.
And thank
Valan,
God you didn't.
Do you know what? Generally, look, Valan, you've known me for a while, right? You've known me for a while. Generally, you know, both you and me, we wake up, stay up in insane times of the hours. Like we do the shift. Yesterday was the first time I was like, do you know what? I don't really want to, you know. Like I'd rather sleep. I'll wake up and we'll see what happens. And I just had a feeling maybe it's going to be bad anyway. And I can catch the pain later on. Like our club, Valan, man, it's just it's scary that there are fans that are just disconnecting, like literally now disconnecting.
Yeah,
you know
I'm one of them.
Yeah, and
Means it has come to a point that I'm actually looking forward to seeing international football than club football.
Yeah,
that's how bad it's been, you know.
I was more excited to watch some of the international matches. I'm not even gonna lie. I was more actually excited to watch Barcelona. Barcelona played during when Man United was playing. I was watching Barcelona. I don't know, Valan, do you get the same feeling? And to the live chat as well. Big up to each and every one of you guys that has tuned in. Smash up the like button. If you're here for the first time, subscribe as well. If you're one of the members out there or you do want to become a member, the link is literally in the description. You can jump in and you can let us know how you feel about being a Chelsea fan, I suppose, right now. Valan, I don't know about you, man. Like, lately when I watch matches, I don't feel the excitement anymore, man. Like, we win games that we shouldn't be winning, or we just scrape a win. We play ugly anyway. We score a goal. I don't feel any joy. Are you like that now? Like, do you actually get joy watching Chelsea?
The only reason I watch Chelsea play now is just the hope that this will be the last time I see Pochettino on TV at my club. That's the only reason.
This guy's actually stinking up the joint, you know, Pochettino. Look at what he was saying before the match.
His goalkeeping coach, his assistant coach, all of them stink.
Big time as well. They stink big time. And before the match, Valan, this guy actually had the audacity to say, fans laugh at us, but I don't know why. We know exactly what we're doing, so we don't pay attention to them. Like, he has the audacity to talk and like downplay the fans. Do you understand how mad that is?
I mean, there's a reason, right? Even Matisse, in one of his earlier videos, he mentioned that when he went to Cobham, he didn't see Pochettino. Even Graham Potter made an effort to meet the fans. This guy didn't even bother meeting those that visited Cobham.
That's crazy, man. That's actually crazy. How is this guy, the coach, not even in a like? He's got no international duty. Like, why is he not in the training session?
Let's not forget, these international breaks and our players still get injured, especially the ones that are not even on international breaks.
Bro, what is going on? So many things wrong at so many levels.
You can blame the medical department to a certain extent, yes, But it's up to the coach to ensure that the training regime is not so intense on the player's body.
Do we even know how a player like Chukwuemeka got injured? Like, do we know what happened
No,
between this match and the international break? What happened?
Pochettino says he knows why, but he never says he didn't say he knows the reason. He said he knows the reason, but he never said why.
So what's the reason? Are they having a mad pull or something? Are they going into the
I
bathroom
mean,
and having a mad
I
pull?
mean, who knows, man? But you saw the comments, right? Pochettino says that he knows why they're getting injured, but he refuses to say why.
That's incredible. What's the point of keeping this as a secret? Like, what's happening? It makes me now think something sinister is happening. Something really, really bad is going down. That's why he doesn't want to say it. Like these players.
And to all the fans that are saying that, oh, N'Golo Kante, we should have kept Kante out. Trust me, man, Kante wouldn't even be he would be in the hospital this whole entire season if he was under Pochettino.
I'm glad he's not here. He's actually having a really good time in Saudi Arabia, injury free, enjoying his time over there.
Even Ruben is injury free at AC Milan.
Pulisic is injury free. Callum Hudson-Odoi, I think, is injury free as well for Nottingham Forest. There is one thing that Christian Pulisic said. He said that playing on a consistent basis has helped him out. I don't know whether that would make any difference at Chelsea if you play on a consistent basis. Some of these players just keep getting injured over and over again. Like, fella, nothing in this football club is working at the moment. Nothing. Not a single department. Financial fair play.
And the owners are not holding them accountable.
But are the owners holding themselves accountable?
Nah, man, you know for a fact they aren't.
It's crazy, the situation. We have financial fair play issues coming up very, very soon. Our medical staff, I don't know what's going on with the injuries. No one wants to tell us, even though all of these PR, Valen, every single week, there will be a big investigation. There will be a big... What investigation? What are they waiting for? Why isn't the investigation already happening?
Let's not forget this PR also falls in line with Fabrizio Romano. Do you see the comments he posted about De Zerbi after we lost the game?
Bro,
you know what he's doing. You know what the club is telling him to do.
Bro, Fabrizio Romano, I think our owners have clocked that he's the biggest dog out there.
Yes,
I think
he's posting PR for Chelsea.
He's so pro Chelsea. It's not even funny anymore.
And the De Zerbi links, he knows what he's doing when he posted the comments about De Zerbi after the loss.
It's mad, bro. It's mad. It's mad, man.
Oh my god, miss, you didn't watch the game, but I can tell you this, Conor Gallagher had another stink fest again.
Oh, tell me, bro, how was Conor Gallagher? Because I can't talk about him. Everyone thinks I'm a hater.
Oh, that effing Rottweiler. He should just be at freaking Rangers of all clubs, man. Even Rangers are performing better than us right now.
But Pochettino loves that because post-match he said, "Oh, we didn't work hard enough off the ball. The opposition ran. We allowed them to run everywhere. For him, it's all about running."
Yeah, and how many trophies has he won? How many trophies has he bottled because of running?
It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. The game was embarrassing. How can this team beat a mid-top club like Newcastle one day and get destroyed by a bottom-tier team like Burnley the next day? It's embarrassing. It really is. It's baffling. I actually, you know what, Valen? I actually thought that for a change, I'll have a different outlook. I'll have a different attitude because I'm tired, Valen, man. I'm tired moving into every game. It's a sour taste, Valen, bro. It's a sour taste every week watching Chelsea. You know what's coming. You're going to get disappointed. I just thought, nah, you know what? With the fixtures that's coming up, I have to hope. I have to believe that things are going to change because we can still salvage something from this season. We can still do something. But bro, these guys can't
we
even
ain't gonna do anything. We ain't go. As I said from the start, Pochettino will not amount to anything at this club.
It's horrendous, bro. It's horrible. How have they still kept him on? Why didn't they just pull the trigger like 2 months ago, 3 months ago?
Like I said, maybe it's due to financial sheets. If they sack him, they need to add 10 more million to the.
Yeah, but it doesn't stop them from getting the next kid. They're still linking themselves with the next baby out there. JC, my brother, how you doing? You're on mute, JC. JC's on mute. Maybe he's having some audio problems. But yeah, Valen, did you see what Cole Palmer said post-match?
Oh, trust me, this brother will leave soon as well, man.
Bro,
If Man City comes back for him, he's like, oh yeah, sure, I don't mind.
100%. I've been saying for the longest.
Let's not forget, Cole
it.
Palmer is a Manchester United fan. If Omar Barada, a former Man City guy, he looks at it and he's like...
Is Cole Palmer actually a Manchester United fan?
Yep.
Wow.
And CEO of Manchester United came from City, so you know there will be the links.
Are you putting the dots together?
I mean, it's obvious, right? A guy like Cole Palmer, who is arguably in the conversation with a Jude Bellingham this season, he himself knows.
Bro, it was crazy how Cole Palmer has put the gauntlet down for the first time. He's actually said, he pretty much gave the vibe, enough's enough. Like,
and you can't even hate on Cole Palmer because the week prior to international break, Tim Sherwood came at him and he defended the players.
Yes.
So you can't say that Cole Palmer is selfish because he already stood his ground for the players and now he's making a valid argument as saying that it wasn't good enough.
So true, Valen. So true. He actually protected the players and he's just said, honestly, Valen, what more can Cole Palmer do? The brother's done everything. And he's a young kid as well. He shouldn't have to do all of this. We should be having a plethora of experienced players where Cole Palmer comes in and adds to that. He's carrying... Without Palmer's goals and assists this season, I think we're dead.
Oh yeah,
it's mentality, Miz. It's the mentality.
JC, we got him back. JC, brother, how you doing?
Big up.
Sorry, man. Just got in the car. You know the usual.
Bro, you and your car dramas, bro. You're always in the car when we're streaming. But I'm starting to think you live in the car.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah. Nah, dumb for real. You know that. But yeah, as I was saying, that's a mentality, man. That's the difference between big players who have that future, and the ones that don't. The ones that are just the little soldiers, But you get a leader, somebody who's got the talent and also that mentality, that winning mentality, and that's it.
Bro, I don't know, JC, if you watched the match. Did you watch the match, JC?
Oh, my God. Yes, Miz, I did.
Bro, can you tell me? Because I only watched the highlights. I didn't watch the match. I only watched the highlights.
I don't blame you.
How did the match go? Like, did you see anything? Was there what do you feel about the lineup? What do you think about everything?
They should have rested Enzo, which I thought that's what he was gonna do, and put Gallagher with Caicedo, but of course Poch didn't do that.
Yeah. Hold on 1 second, bro.
How was Badiashile and Disasi's partnership? It stank the place up, not gonna lie.
JC, you there, bro? I think JC's audio has dropped off again. Yeah, look, honestly, Valen, I don't know, when we bought Badiashile and Disasi, what were your thoughts? What would you say? Like, because there's a lot of people that rate
when they were
so
at
much.
Monaco, they were at a relegation fight.
That's what I thought.
Exactly. So what makes you think that they're going to come into a tougher league and help us compete in top 4 spot?
No, but Valen, Chelsea fans tell me Disasi and Badiashile especially, they're the next big thing. They tell me, this is what they're telling me.
No, Chelsea fans are saying this right now because they have targets to hit, like your Conor Gallagher's, your Ben Chilwell's. Once those guys are gone, you can see Badiashile's name will come out, Disasi's name will come out. So it's just a matter of time before the fans start saying they're crap.
Bro, I remember when we got linked with these players, Disasi and Badiashile, I said, look, I don't watch Monaco that much. I don't see them. But I can already tell you, I don't think Chalobah is any worse than them. If anything, I think Chalobah is probably a tad bit better.
I think Gilchrist is just as good as them.
Yeah.
Even Humphries.
Even Humphries, yeah. And even then, I'm like, that's not like bigging up Chalobah or anything like that. Like, Chalobah still has a lot to improve, no doubts about that. But yeah, man, it's mad, it's mad. And now I'm seeing. By the way, JC, you there?
Yeah, I'm there. I apologize. My wife called and somehow it like kicked me out of the stream, and yeah, that's what
Bro,
happened.
your wife knew. Your wife knew you're up to no good in the car.
Yeah, right.
The wives, they always know, bro. They always
somehow,
know.
exactly. Somehow they always know. But I apologize. As I was saying,
Yeah,
he
go
just
on.
played. So our midfield from the start was just dead.
Like they were just tired, yeah?
Yeah, they were tired. However, that's not an excuse. I mean, I'm pretty sure Burnley has a younger squad to begin with. They might be a younger squad than what we have on the field.
Yeah, they do. They do.
Yep.
They have the youngest squad, Burnley.
And it's just like we started completely awful.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, a lot of people say it's a penalty. I know, but for me, that's not a penalty and a red
Bro,
card.
that is not a penalty.
Yeah,
that
absolutely
is not
not
a penalty.
No, and I was praying. I was like,
says.
wow. Yep.
There's not even a red
we
card.
are blessed.
But it's not
We
even
got
a
the
yellow card
penalty-
to get a second red. Do you know what I mean? Sorry, a second yellow to get a red. It's not even that.
Nope. So imagine if we didn't get that. We would have lost at home. And if they didn't get the red card, easily, we'd probably lose by two goals, easily. The way we were playing, oh my God. And Mudryk, I thought he had a pretty good game. Jackson was unbelievably bad. Not going to lie, Jackson.
But that's the thing with Jackson, isn't it? Just up and down, up and down.
Yeah. But the thing is, we can't even blame him. Our owners bought him. They bought these players.
Yeah, and they bought them young. So, they're going to be inconsistent.
Exactly. And guess what? If you're always investing, you buy 10 players, you'd be lucky if 1 or 2, they come out good. And that's what's happened with us. We got Gusto, we got Palmer.
Bro. JC, do you remember Ryan? Ryan on my channel. Yep. I used to do like podcasts with him. You know Ryan, right?
Yeah,
Ryan said something really, really. Ryan goes, honestly, when you buy all of these youngsters, you're looking at a probability of 2 out of 10, maybe. You're looking at a 20% probability.
Statistically, you'll be lucky if you get 2, you'll be extremely lucky.
You'll be extremely lucky.
Yeah, imagine out of that billion, you'd be lucky to get 100, 150, 200 million out of the players for reselling them,
Yeah, it's mad, man. It's mad.
But I'm sure they're not going to resell them. They made it. They got 8 years. They don't have to do anything. They just got to show up, train, and be ready to get picked. Yeah.
They don't have to do anything. Paul Carrera, my man. Yeah. Paul, how you doing, man? Big up to you.
How's it going, brother? All's good?
Good, bro. Good, man. The sound is solid, bro. Big up to you for becoming a member, my man. Talk to me, man. How you feeling as a Chelsea fan?
It's definitely it's rough, I mean, I've watched since I was a child, and it's definitely not what I want to see. Yeah. I had hope going to the season. I actually went to the Chicago game, and
wow, nice.
Yeah, I live not too far, so
fair enough. But you must have been buzzing with the preseason. I think Chelsea's back,
Yeah, it definitely was. You had this vibe, the fans, they were all with it, and once everything the season started, it everything just went downhill and so fast. I don't know. It's talking to friends. I'm from the US, right? So it's a little bit different. But I have a friend that moved to where I live now, and he's from London, and he's the only person that understands what I'm going through right now, and just being it's horrible. I don't know. It's not what you want to be feeling, especially coming off of the UCL win and just that vibe, and then the next season, Tuchel's gone and stuff like that. So,
Paul, the fact that, and I know JC's from US as well, but I'll go to you, Paul, before I go to JC. You guys would know Todd Bowley very well from your sporting industry over there. I don't know how much you really know Iqbali. Does Iqbali own Clear Lake? Do they own sporting clubs over there? Clear Lake Capital, by any chance?
I'm not sure. I mean, I could look it up real quick if you want me to.
Yeah, I mean, Todd Bowley, I know his people. I think they own a few other sporting clubs as well. I mean, Paul, what's the culture in America when it comes to when things don't go well, fans are very disgruntled. Like, is
Yeah.
it often that you see, managers getting chopped and changed? Like, is it in the culture to get this going? Or, by the way, once again, Chelsea Empire, my man, big up. Chelsea Empire, jump in, bro. I would love to talk to you, bro. Jump in. What's the culture like? Do they want to make changes to get positive results, or what?
I feel like it really depends on the game, right? Because with football, it's kind of like they stick with one coach and they kind of like ride it out, and it's more like the players go first before the coach.
Right. So no matter how bad it is, they'll ride it out. No matter how bad
it depends, really. You have to, like with the NFL, for example, right? Like, I guess you're limited on the coaches that there are out there. You either have like college, like university coaches, or so maybe it's a little bit different when it comes to the market of coaches compared to like soccer or football. But I feel like you would see the players leaving more before you see the coach, if that makes sense.
Wow. Do you think this is the kind of mentality that they're bringing in at Chelsea as well, not understanding the European football industry per se? Is that the mentality they're bringing in, that we'll stick it through, Poch will get it right? Is that what's going on?
I feel like after last season with Potter, we had that, like, we'll stick with them. And I feel like if the fans didn't have turned, they wouldn't have sacked Potter when they did, So
they would have kept him, right? They would have just gone on.
At least for like a bit longer, And I know we, like, when was it? I think in the summer you guys have spoken about that, like Eunice and Matisse. So I feel like there is that kind of, mentality. And yeah, I think it's just, even with Strasbourg, for example, like you see, I mean, they have like a different philosophy than we do, even younger, and I feel like, I don't know, it's just
like
it's
how
not going to work.
How Patrick Vieira is probably not sacked over there is also another mystery. Like,
yeah,
he probably should have gone. He definitely should have gone.
And I think I think they're going to ride out with him, because I think it's more about their philosophy, and instead of obviously what the coaches want. Because I don't think Vieira would want that. I mean, he came from a Crystal Palace team. Obviously, not a great team, as we know, but they had experienced players, So I don't know. It's all part of that branding, right? The multi-club model. I mean, it's a job for him, right? So he's going to stick with it. But I don't know. It's one of those things.
JC, you talk to me, bro. Like,
So here's the thing,
is this the mentality they're bringing in?
Now, here's the thing, though. Since we're gonna talk about Todd and Clear Lake, I assure you, Todd. I had called him Pod. Todd. He did not. This is not what his vision has been. This is not the vision that he wanted to bring forth. Todd is not the type of guy to just play on the young players and just wait and write it out. Todd demands success. He'll sign. He'll get you what you need. Todd will back you up. Not the
didn't Todd just get like this baseball player for like 100 million contract? Like this?
Yep.
Yes. The best.
He likes big names.
One of the best, possibly even one of the best of all time. And he gave him a huge contract too, which, even though he's on the not older side for Basil, but he's like prime, is going to be reaching out of prime, he still got him in. It's like getting Messi, you know what I mean? Like, Todd will throw the cash because
this is why Todd wanted Cristiano Ronaldo, right?
Exactly. Exactly.
He sees victory as a means to make money. Now, what I believe has happened is Todd's hands have been tied and his feet have been tied too, and it's like, you just make that 100 million in 5 years. And we're going to have somebody else coming in, which is going to be Igbali, of course. So this is literally Clear Lake acting and keeping pretty much Poch as pretty much just like a wealth fund manager, That's it. Just for the wealth. Make those players, showcase them around, make their price to go up. And in a couple of years, we're going to sell them, make a profit out of it. So that's the structure that they're looking at it. Todd's structure is completely different in all the sports he's been in.
So what you're saying is Igbali, somewhere along the way after the first season, when he saw Todd do what he was doing, he didn't like it, probably buying Aubameyang, 31-year-old or 32-year-old, with fairly good wages and so on and so forth. Koulibaly, this, that, the other. He probably saw Brighton as the model and thought, And there's quotes from Iqbali saying
Yes.
Brighton do as much as some of the other bigger teams do
Yes.
anyway, but they make a hell of a lot of money out of it.
Exactly. And Iqbali's probably wishful thinking. He's like, hey, I can have the best of both worlds. Keep these young players, make money out of them, and also get top four. But doesn't realize that that's not how football works. That's not how reality is. So he's having a big reality check because the way he looked at it, you invested the way they, I bet you, the way they looked at it, Todd, we had you invested on experience. It got us nowhere. That money was a waste. We can't even sell these players for a profit. So that's the way that they looked at it.
Do you know
Todd
what the
is
funny?
just the face. Todd's just the face right now.
Do you know what
That's
the
it.
funny thing is, JC? Big up to Chelsea and Parma, man. I'm going to come to you very, very soon, my brother. Do you know what, JC? I can't believe the directors that he's brought in. I can't believe that they didn't also advise Iqbali by saying, do you know what, brother Iqbali? You don't need to really mirror what we did in Brighton or in Monaco. You can still make Chelsea very successful by having some level of experience, make it to Champions League football. Money's going to come through there. Sponsorship's going to flourish. And you have few young players which will thrive, hopefully, in this environment. And then you can also flip them for good money. Like, I can't
Yeah,
believe
but
these directors came in and did not even advise that. They just said they came in and they accepted the
Miss.
Brighton way, the Monaco way.
Yeah, here's the thing, though. The way you got to look at it. You remember when Todd made himself sporting director? The way you got to look at it right now, the real sporting directors that we have right now, they're the yes men, and the real one is Iqbali.
Yeah.
So it's just they want that power. They want to micromanage and make sure they're the ones making every single decision. Which, I mean, it's a failure. You know, that's where we're at right now. Waste of $1 billion, over $1 billion, because they don't know what they're doing. It's the same approach as Todd did. You know, everybody was making fun of him. Now we just have a face. These two clowns are the face, but in reality, behind it's like Bali doing the same thing as Todd did. That's all.
And let me bring in Chelsea Empire. My man, firstly, big up to you, brother. How you doing?
Yeah.
Big
I
up.
just wanted to. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Big
Sorry.
up, boys. Big up, JC.
Going on.
Big up to the panel.
Good to see you.
JC, were you going to say something? JC, what were you going to say?
Yeah, I was gonna say it's just ridiculous how much both years that we've had the contradiction and style that we approached. We had Bowley, which is typical Bowley, bring in the best. You know the money's gonna be there, like with Ronaldo, for example. You know, brought in the best. Who was the best at that time? Koulibaly wasn't the top, so who's one of the best wingers in the world at that point was Raheem Sterling. You know, data will show that. He played for City, though, of course, Guardiola, but he didn't really know because Todd was brand new, you know what I mean? And then the approach is another extreme. It's like Bali's. You could tell right now who's in power just on the way that Chelsea's approaching the market itself and how we're trying to build. So that's all I wanted to say. You could tell the different approaches from like Bali
100%.
and from
100% you can. Chelsea Empire, my brother. Firstly, how you feeling? How you doing? And secondly, I know I saw your comment the other day on my preview saying, nah, Miz, I can't get on board with this. I know you want to be positive. But do you see what? I've copped a lot of flack for that. You know what I mean, Chelsea Empire? Like, I caught a lot of negative comments for that. People call me stupid videos. People saying that, that's dumb way of thinking. But you understand where I was coming from. Like, I'm sick and tired of feeling negative.
I 1000% understand where you're coming from. In the month of Ramadan, my family, as I've told you in the past, I am half Catholic, half Muslim. And in the month of Ramadan, you want to be positive. You want to be positive. Yeah, you want to be positive. You want to do good things. You want to try to clear your mind to survive in that month in the best possible way you can. And I completely understand where you were coming from. But I knew in your heart, you completely thought about, man, my club is just, I'm trying to figure out how to get through this month. And you're looking at the positives. I completely understand you. But to your point that you brought up the question of the ownership in the United States, I live in the United States, right? And over here, bro, it's the fans, yes, they're very, they're fanatic as well. Not as much because there's no relegation. There's no relegation. There's a draft. The worse you do, the more you get rewarded when you think about it. That's how it works right here. But in the world of football, bro, like that, that does not exist. I don't know what these guys are doing. And when it comes down to the ownership, JC, I think hit it on the spot right there. Todd Bowley tried to go one direction, And we can kind of see what he was trying to do, because in his interview before he purchased the club, he did bring up the fact that, it's all about the fans. It's about winning. It's about all this and that. It's about eyes all on the city. And London is one of the best cities in the world. And we thought we were headed that direction with the potential Ronaldo signings, Koulibaly coming in and a lot of that stuff. We saw that, hey, this guy's probably trying to build something here, and something changed. Something changed, man. Egbali stepped in. I don't even look at Feliciano. I don't look at any. And then Jonathan Goldstein is another co-owner that people don't bring up, who's a Spurs fanatic, Tottenham Spurs fanatic, who loves Tottenham more than anything. And he's a part of that board as well. And people don't forget that, man. And what's going on at our club and the changes that they've made is a disgrace. It is sad. It is killing every single one of us mentally. I've supported this club since 97, 98, bro. I have not changed one bit. I'd do anything to go back to those days if I knew what it was going to be today.
My brother, I want to ask,
Go on,
how old are
JC.
you,
Go
by
on,
the way?
JC.
Because that's literally when I started supporting Chelsea too. You got to be like 30,
I am.
early 30s, no?
Yeah, I am the same age as Miz. We're born in the same year. Miz is born in 85,
1995. Yeah.
85,
I'm a bit
and
younger, but
39,
that's
bro.
crazy.
39.
Same year
Yeah.
I supported Chelsea, man. Those numbers are nuts. And I'm also, half my side's Muslim, family side, and my other half is Orthodox. So yeah, Catholic. That's crazy. It's our area, man. It's our area.
Absolutely, man. Like I said, much respect to all. I follow my dad's path just because he got killed in the war in the country, and I try to be respectful, and with everything that goes on, I respect everybody in this world. But in this situation, when it comes down to Chelsea, we're all suffering the same, man. It is unbelievable. It consumes us so bad, bro. It's ridiculous, man.
Do you know what, Chelsea Empire? Yesterday was the first time I actually decided not to, purposely decided not to watch Chelsea. It's not. I've not had to do this. I've never felt like this in years of following Chelsea. And you all know I live in Sydney, so the time zone is mad when the games are on. I kill my sleep, and you all know if it's a Saturday afternoon game, my Sunday is gone. I'm devastated. I'm wrecked. I need to sleep, which then means I don't give time to my kids. I can't give time to my wife. It takes me till the evening to fully recover from giving all that night away for Chelsea. Yesterday was the first time, I kid you not, I had a lovely dinner with the family. I had a mad get together after breaking the fast in iftar together with the family. And then it was about 11:30 midnight, right? I was saying to myself, do I now stay up and watch the match, do the watch along, mingle with all you guys? Or do I sleep, get a bit of rest, can give a lot of time to my family the next day? I can fast as well properly, not having to be tired and upset. And I just had in the back of my head, look, if they win, great. If anything, they're probably going to drop points, and I don't want to go through the pain. Yes, it was the first time I actually just...
You made the right decision, bro, in my opinion, especially, in the month of Ramadan, man. You want to try to stay positive, as I always say. But in this circumstance, I completely understand you, man. You had a good time with your family. You want to go to sleep and enjoy that time that you've had. You don't want to deal with another, toxic day. And because we all have families, bro, but Chelsea's another family of ours that, that can change a lot of the way our day is going. I had my 16-year-old today. Hey, he's a football player. He's good. And since he was 4 years old, he used to wake up in the morning, 5, 6 in the morning when Chelsea had early games. He'd come, hey, Dad, let me watch. Okay, come on, buddy. Okay. Today he comes up to me, man. I swear, 16 now. He's big enough. He's like, yo, Dad, Pops, man, I'm so detached from this club. Like, what is going on, Dad? What is happening?
Do you see where it's going, though, Chelsea Empire? Do you see where,
bro?
We are going to disappear as a football? I'm telling you, your 16-year-old, like us, everyone in the panel, we're old enough to still follow Chelsea, and we will till we die, right? We will till we die. But your son will come to a point and he'll go, Dad, I don't need to do this. I don't need to follow this club, I follow someone else.
I've never seen him like this. The first year, when the new owners came in, where he's like, he's pretty smart. He's like, hey, yeah, new owners, takes time. Then they started moving so fast. He's like, man, why are they getting rid of Marina? Why are they getting rid of this? What the heck is going on? You know, and all of a sudden you're going into year 2, you're mid-table, you know, you can't beat Burnley, you can't beat some of these teams you're supposed to beat. And then it just gets you like to a point where like you just it's like, you know, when somebody's trying to get you excited and then they get you hurt right away. Or it's like this, for an example. I hate using this example. It's like, let's say you have your family that you love dearly, and I look at Chelsea as family. And then like, imagine this, some new family moving in your house and you having to live with a new family. That's how I feel with Chelsea Football Club. It's like you don't recognize anybody. It's like, what's going on?
Said. Yep.
It's mad. You don't even recognize your own family members.
It's like being in that Truman Show, yo. It's like being in that Truman Show.
Well, like,
where am I? Where did I drop it? What is this? Is this real life?
Is this my wife? Is this who is this?
Is this real life? Am I in like some dimension where we became Spurs? Like the logo changed and I just woke up? Was I in a coma? It's happened so quick.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
One thing I noticed too, Miz, is Baghdad Iqbali is not a part of the Los Angeles Dodgers ownership.
Yeah, he's not. That's what I was trying to figure out. Like, I think Todd Bowley and the other groups are part of the LA Dodgers and Lakers.
Clear Lake, I believe, is. Clear Lake, I think, also is. I could be wrong, but I think Clear Lake is.
No, bro. I think it's Magic Johnson, Mark Walters, it's Todd Bowley, and another fella that's a part of the Dodgers ownership. But I don't think Clear Lake is.
I think I meant for LA. My bad. The Lakers.
Yeah, I don't think Iqbali is or Feliciano. These private equity groups, as Miz knows better than all of us because he's involved in the finance department, is these guys got to come up with some money quick in the 2, 3, 4 years to make sure that all these people that they're handling all their money are getting their money back, getting something, you know, worth of that investment. And I think that's what the heck these guys are doing, is buying these young players. Watch, man, I'm telling you, Palmer's going to be sold in maximum 2 years. He's gone, man. I'm telling you, you're going to see.
Bro, undoubtedly. And talking about players. So, by the way, big up to the new members, Bush. Big up to also Imran. Imran, if you want to come and join, the link is literally in the community page. Click on it and join in and give us your opinions on it. Bush as well, same thing. If you want to join in, the link is in the community page. Come and voice your opinion. I've got this brother who wants to join as well, Gassiv. My man, the link is in the description. So if you go in the description, you can join, become a member, and it'll tell you how to join. You join. And then the link is in the community.
Where's Benji, man? Where's my brother Benji, man?
I know, man. I miss Benji. I got Bush in the house. Big up. CFC Bush. How you doing? Brother, how you doing? Talk to us.
I'm all right, man. Today, it's not today, or technically time zone wise, it's 3 in the morning, so actually yesterday.
I hear you.
Honestly, it was horror, man. And to be honest, that was a glimpse of like last season. Last season, a lot of games were like that, where like, you'd be like, "There's no way we can mess this up." But you know, we were so bad last season. We'd concede late, they'd equalize, or they'd get a winner. Examples were like Southampton at home last season. That was like a reminder. But this season, what's our excuse? Like, we spent all that money.
Are you surprised at how did we repeat last season? Like, do you know how bad you have to be? Do you understand how bad an individual or a club has to be to repeat the same mistakes
with new players, with
new players, with directors that have been set up, with recruiters, with the new everything, to replicate everything that you did last season, to do it again? That, well done, Chelsea Football Club, because I never knew that was possible. Like,
$1 billion down the drain.
Each and every one of us during the transfer window last summer, the transfers that we did, we were all buzzing. Don't lie. One bit of back. We were all buzzing. We're back. Chelsea's back. Chelsea's back.
My favorite one was Liverpool when we took the 2 players. They ended up.
Not only we took Caicedo, but for good measures, we took Romeo Lavia as well.
Yep.
I didn't sleep all night, bro. All night, no sleep, man.
I thought that was epic, but to actually sit here after that and Romeo Lavia nowhere to be seen, he's out for the season, and Liverpool are actually title contenders, one of the title contenders.
And maybe
how it all happened. But to come back to Bush, like, did you ever, in your wildest imagination, think that this can be replicated again?
It was so bad because, like, today you could see it was exactly like last season, where we would concede and then we try and come back, but like we would just keep trying, but it just wasn't even good enough. It's not even like we like kept hitting the bar or anything. No, we weren't playing like the way Brentford were today against Man United. We just either kept hitting it wide, kept wasting chances. Like it looks like our players can't. They ran out of ideas, and that's exactly what happened last season. We spent all of last season just chasing games all the time, and all teams need to do is literally like not even like stick deep low block, because Burnley are not a low block team, even though you know. They're in the relegation zone, and you know these teams get stereotyped for being low block.
They play football. They play football. Burnley play football.
Yeah. But all it took is for company to go off, and the assistant manager said, "All right, we're going to set up differently." Because if you realize, in the first half they had chances as well, but the difference is those chances were just either too wide or whatever. But when they came at us in the second half, every chance they took it like it was their last chance of the game, honestly.
Bro, can I ask you, that goal that they scored to equalize?
Oh.
Why? Firstly,
Insane.
This is a 10-man team, bopping it around within our midfield, and then our defense is dropping deeper and deeper, allowing all that space for that brother to take that first-time shot. Who's up here? Like, are we the 1-0 up with a man up, or are they the 1-0 up with a man? I don't know what is. Who's giving the instructions here? Who's the leader in defense saying, no, I'm not going to allow you all that space to shoot? Like, who's doing anything? Who's talking? What conversations are happening at halftime?
Iqbal, miss.
Iqbal is doing the talks. Iqbal is saying, who's going to make me the most money? Go out there and perform.
But at some point, these players need to have common sense, bro. Like you had Buddy Ashila and you had Desasi. They played together in Monaco. You would think that experience, knowing those situations, like, hey, bro, like we got to know what we're supposed to do.
But you know what, Chelsea Empire? Valan was saying something really interesting. Buddy Shield and Desasi were part of a Monaco team that were in the relegation zone.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Stewart is the one that's responsible for bringing them both in. That's another thing that
he's a Monaco brother, isn't he? He's a Monaco brother.
Yeah.
Paul, you were going to say something.
Yeah, the downfall of Badiashile last season, like he was kind of like a spark, you know, like you saw him play and it was like class. You saw those ping balls over the top, you know, but he got injured and ever since he's just never been the same.
As soon as he apologized for his mistake, I don't know who was against when he allowed a goal. Ball went under his feet. I can't remember who it was against. As soon as he apologized after that game, it was over.
Yeah, don't apologize. I hate
He lost his confidence. He was done. It's over, man.
I hate players coming out and apologizing after a match. Bro, like mistakes can happen. You don't need to come and apologize. This whole started with the Man United players starting doing this. Rashford doing this.
To our fans. Yo, to Chelsea fans, you're apologizing, bro. We'll eat you alive. That's what we do, man. We will not listen, man.
We will not listen to your apology. Shove that apology up your backside. No one's listening to you. You know what I mean?
Oh no.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
I kind of wanted to add something. If you
go on, JC. Yeah, go on.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, perfect, bro.
Yeah.
Go.
Okay, so I wanted to add. Do you guys remember?
JC, you're breaking up again. You're driving, JC. JC, stop somewhere, park the car, reverse park it, get a drink.
JC's working, man. JC's working, bro. It's working.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you now.
My brother's working, man.
You guys remember when there were not rumors? I can't remember. It might have been Matt Law that said that Chelsea was lacking like data when it came to players, analyzing the players. You guys remember that?
Yeah.
That when the owners first came in.
Yep.
Yeah.
If I believe it was the January that we did that mad spending. I believe that's when that started coming out. I believe
2023 January, I think. Yeah.
Yes. I believe that was the switch when Iqbali really fully took in. And I just want to ask you guys this: why do we not have that much data?
Like before, why didn't we have that much data before?
Well, with Roman, I'll tell you why right now. Because we only looked at the best players.
Yeah, you don't need data.
You don't need data. You do not need data. You go there, you bring in the scouts to view it, see how they play, actually get the sense of how a player mentality is. Watching those games, not watching little highlights through YouTube, and also just looking at the data through just analyzing through that way. That's not going to get you the best players. That will never get you the best players.
But
And
that
that's why during
Waffler,
Roman
Simon
during
Jordan
Roman's
says.
time, yep.
Simon Jordan said something about, I don't know if this guy, I can't stand this guy, but he said something about that this ownership is listening to somebody's guidance. Who is this? Who's guiding?
Bro, Chelsea, I don't know if you remember. Todd Bowley was once spotted in one of the Chelsea spaces on Twitter.
No way.
Yeah. I remember.
Yeah. Yep.
He was,
Mhm.
he was
actually
listening.
in that
He was
space.
listening.
I was in that space. It was Khan.
He was reacting,
Dr.
right?
Khan. I don't know exactly. I'm not on Twitter that much, but it was that kid Khan. CONN.
Yeah,
He was
yeah,
literally
Khan,
listening
yeah.
to people. Yeah, it was that January. Yeah, it was January. During
And
Enzo
apparently he
match.
was listening into advice as to who to get from the fans.
Oh my God, I hope that's not
Yep.
true, man.
Bro, I kid you not. I was in that space. I kid you not. Everybody was going nuts about Enzo, and I think not even a week later we got Enzo.
Oh,
kid you not.
wow,
I
man.
am not lying to y'all. I am not lying to y'all.
That's why
was
he
liking
was like,
messages.
I really want that Enzo kid.
Oh, that is
Why didn't
mad.
those guys on there start writing down? Why don't we get a top sporting director and CEO? Maybe we should have got him to do that first, and then maybe everything else would have gotten fixed after. I mean,
They
come on.
Bro,
Power.
we
They
are
wanna be
fans.
the
How are we
ones
meant
to
to know
implement
like
everything.
the structure of a football club and whatnot?
Oh.
That's
Jabril,
what's
my man.
alarming.
How you doing, Jabril?
What's up, Miz? I'm doing good, man. How are you?
Good, brother. Good to have you, man. Big up to you for becoming a member.
I
Bro,
I
talk
just
to us,
learned how
man.
to do this, man.
Talk to us. How you feeling, bro?
Man, I don't even know what to say, Miz. Honestly, I'm
People are
I'm
just speechless.
I'm hurt, man. Every time I see Chelsea play, I'm just hurt.
Yeah, I hear you, bro.
Just
I hear you.
I'm just hurt because I don't know. It's I feel like it's a, what do you call it? We're like a daycare. That's what I feel like right now. We just bring everybody in, help them feed their family. That's what it is now.
Daycare without babysitters, without anybody there, man.
Yes.
Daycare, just everybody running
Orphanage,
wild, man.
You know,
Orphanage.
you know, man. We scored that penalty, and it went to halftime, and it came back, and I'm like, it's so Pochettino for what do you call it, Burnley to just come back, you know. I went in the bathroom. I came back. It's 1-1. I'm like, wow, I called it.
Man can't even go. Man can't even go to the bathroom peacefully without Chelsea
I called
conceding.
Then we scored the second one, and I'm like, they're gonna score, and they scored. It's just,
And you know what's crazy?
We're
Every
just
time Burnley
predictable, man.
scored, freaking Tottenham scored. Whenever we conceded, Tottenham scored. That was crazy. It was madness.
If there was a game to protest, man, or to do anything
Just-
crazy from the fans, it was today, man. I don't care what anybody says. If we get battered by United at home Thursday, it's got to be that game. But something's got to happen, man. They got to show these owners to change direction, man. I mean, this cannot continue going on, man.
The rumors were
We
I
can't
don't
have a
think
coach.
anything's
We
gonna
can't have a
change.
coach there to be a robot. He is an AI robot. That's what he is, man. Bro, he just
What have I been telling you guys
PR.
lately?
PR.
Yeah.
All he's doing post and pre-match is just directives from the directors and the owners. He's coming out and continuously saying, this is a new Chelsea. This is a new Chelsea. He's continuously saying, data is telling us that we're meant to be fourth. But look at the BS he's feeding the fans. And I'm like, this is not Poch talking. This is him being the mouthpiece, and the owners are trying to put the message in him to deliver that to the wider
That's how the American politicians are in the United States, man. That's exactly how
Right.
people is. Exactly like that. Man.
Right.
But you
Exactly.
know, Miz.
Do you
know,
understand
Miz-
why they need a yes man? Do you understand why definitely need a yes man? Because they can't operate without it.
But that
Yeah.
PR is going to run out, though, man. They're not going to be able to continue this much longer. I don't believe, man. I mean, maybe it will not continue. Man. Let's just say we get battered by United and Mason Mount scores against us like a game winner or something like that, man. Burn it down, man. It's over.
That'd be it. I'd go to the bridge and burn it down.
But
It's done.
Miz, do you,
Yeah,
do
I
you
will
guys
actually.
see?
I've said this multiple times. I will literally buy a ticket if we're riding. I will join. I will personally fly down there. Use my vacation time just to make a point. I will fly.
Yeah.
I kid you,
You know
not.
I got 4 weeks of vacation already reserved, just waiting for that. I'm just waiting to see what's going on. I'm not kidding, man. Hey, bro,
Man's gonna unleash the 4 weeks annual leave.
Hey, listen, I didn't follow this club for as long as I did. The time invested, the tears coming down my eyes in 2012 when we won our first UCL, bro. Like I'm telling you, man. I'm not the crazy type of guy, but I'm going to support my club till I die, man. There's nothing will change with that. And that's why all these fans on your platform that you allow this to happen, I love all you guys, man. This connection that we all have, regardless of opinion, is awesome, man. I love it.
We are all we got. We are all we got.
I love it.
Jabril, you were going to say something, Jabril.
York, right?
Yeah. I was gonna say, like when Egbali and Todd Bowley, these guys, when they first bought the club, we used to see Bowley and Egbali at the games together, but you don't see that anymore, do you?
They're scared, bro. They won't go to the bridge no more, man. No way.
Because
they were at Wembley though.
No, because when I watch games and I really think about it, it's like there's Egbali, Clear Lake, and then Bowley. I don't feel like they're all on the same page.
No, they're not.
I feel like Bowley wants to do one thing, but then these guys have more power and they do what they want.
100%.
It goes back to the Dodgers thing we talked about earlier. Bowley, exactly for Dodgers, wants to win, man. He doesn't care.
Mm-hmm. Yes, because I remember when Bowley first came, he wanted to get like Neymar and Ronaldo and these.
But he was having meals. He was having meals with Mbappe's agent as well. I think.
Yeah, exactly. Do we forget? We literally were rumored to Mbappe.
Yes, and then a week later. Yeah, then a week later we start getting all these Mickey Mouse kids. It doesn't make sense. Yeah.
They just gave $1 billion to some Japanese player for the Dodgers, bro. You already know what their mentality is like, man. I mean, they're not buying like unexperienced. Like over here, when it comes down to Bowley, it has nothing to do with Egbali. Remember now, Clear Lake is not a part of the Dodgers. Let's just clear that out the way. Bowley's way, if it was left to him, it would be, let me get proven players. Let me get this. Let me get superstars. I need to sell these seeds, sell these jerseys. So Egbali, man, he's got this whole flip a player, make money, flip this, do this, Brighton style. That's sick, man. You don't do that at Chelsea, bro. You don't do that at Chelsea.
Bro, I wouldn't be surprised if they flip Palmer this summer. I genuinely wouldn't be surprised.
Watch it, yeah.
This is what I want to now talk about, right? Obviously, there's some news that came out about Reece James post-match. Duncan Castle saying that he might be up for sale. A lot of fans very, very upset. Then Ben Jacobs out of nowhere, RKO, Randy Orton style RKO. He got the briefings from Chelsea, and he said, "Nah." The PR. He said, "Nah. Chelsea ain't selling even for 100 million." Let me tell you something. If 100 million came in for Reece James today, Egbali is saying sell.
Oh, he's gone
immediately. He's gone. Now, my thing is, there are a lot of Chelsea fans that are so upset about the news. Let me say something. Reece James being sold is not the biggest problem for us at the moment. Like, honestly, I've not seen Reece James play for like yonks. I've not seen this man play for us. Why am I going to be upset? I've got bigger issues to be upset about at this football club. My club is disappearing. It is sinking like the Titanic. Do you know what I mean? It is dying. And then there's people going, I'm going to have a protest if they sell Reece James. Reece James is, look, God forbid, I hope he stays fit. But history says Reece James probably not going to be featuring every single game next season either. History says that.
Yeah.
So, in essence, in my opinion, this is just a side thing because that's not a big deal for me. If there is a big offer coming for Reece James, do you know what? I'd actually take it. I'd actually go, do you know what? I'll reduce my risk because I'm not sure. There's a big question mark on this player.
Yeah.
I'm really not sure. But our fan base are more upset about this.
No, I'll tell you what it is, yeah. And I can speak because this is from the English perspective. The problem with the Chelsea fans here is like there's been this attack. This started when Lampard was manager, where we've become too emotionally attached to academy homegrown players. You see the difference between Chelsea and the other academies like City. City are good at basically selling, but if you realize their academy, like their big academy players like Diaz or Sancho, these lot aren't even homegrown. These guys were bought at the age of like 15, 16. With Chelsea, James, Gallagher, Mount, these guys were at Chelsea from like the age of 8. That's why these fans, they know. And they're like, oh, one of our own, all of this. So they don't care if the player is not good or bad. They don't care. They got, because of the Lampard here and the transfer ban and the academy players that played from then, we've like I've seen people saying, "Oh, we'll protest if they sell Colwill or Reece James." Look,
Bro,
I'll be
they'll
honest,
protest
guys.
if they sell Conor Gallagher. They'll protest,
Guys.
they'll riot if they sell Conor Gallagher.
And this is how I know these guys aren't serious. Because, like, you should have been protesting with the results we were getting and what was happening at the club and the way we just got pantsed by, like, Wolves. We got pantsed 4-2 at home.
Yeah.
The
Man,
2-1.
Gallagher was trash today, man. He didn't want to pass
Yeah.
the ball
Oh.
today, man. What's he doing,
Trash.
bro?
No, we can't talk about Gallagher. We get in trouble.
I'm not gonna riot for this guy,
We'll get in
man.
big
He's
trouble.
crazy, bro.
Let me tell y'all something right now.
But you know,
If we get 100 mil for Reece James and 50 for Gallagher, I'll tell
Gone.
you right now,
Sold.
Ekbali's playing
Best business.
top faster than P. Diddy's playing. 100%. 100%.
Sold for sure. Firoz in the house, my
100%.
brother.
What?
Firoz, how you doing, bro?
How am I doing, bro? You know how I'm doing.
What a sad question. I must got the new owner's gene in me now, bro. I'm asking some stupid shit. Bro.
Today was like an all-time low, bro.
Yeah.
10 men. Burnley manager
Don't
less,
even
and then
remind
we
me
do
of the
that.
10 men. There were 10 men, you know. There were 10 men. Oh my god.
Without a manager as well.
Basically, not,
Without
yeah.
a manager. Without a
Manager,
manager.
let's
Gosh.
You know what
And they
today
were
reminded me
down
of?
Twice. They were down twice.
It reminded me of last season with Lampard, where you had individuals that could play, but no structure and no like tactics. You had Palmer that was doing the work, but besides that, who else was there? Gallagher was bad. Mudryk had sparks of bright moments, but you get ran through the midfield every single time. Like,
But you know what, Paul? Tell me one game where, and I've said this for the longest as well, tell me one game where it looked like by design, by structure, we were playing great. I've always said under Pochettino, it's individuals stepping up and doing the job.
yeah. None really. I mean, some could say Man City maybe, but I don't even think we played that well. I think it was just kind of like you're going at each other, no matter no one's really like sitting back. So I feel like that was the difference, But today was just, it reminded me of last season with Lampard. It was just so bad. It was so bad.
You know what's the scary part, miss? This probably isn't the worst that's gonna get.
No, it's going to get even worse from here, bro. I can't see us beating Man United. Here I was thinking, okay, get a victory against Burnley. Then let's shape up a revenge against Man United. That's 6 points. We're Sheffield after that. That's another 3. That's 9 out of 10. We can smell. You can smell what the Rock is cooking. Do you know what I mean? You can smell.
I don't know.
what Chelsea is cooking.
I don't know if you guys noticed the body languages of the players, like getting on each other a lot today, more than any other game, and that concerns me a little bit because them losing and the way they've looked. When you look at development and you look at the chemistry and long contracts, and you look at how they're pointing fingers at each other and yelling. You look at Kukureya's body language at the end. You look at Badiashile and Disasi hiding, kind of in shock, kind of like, oh, wow, like, what did I do wrong kind of thing. Then you look at Cole Palmer and Gallagher getting into it a couple times. I don't know if you saw that in the first half. I don't know, man. It could get really worse with the last panel member just said, man, because we got 9 games left with FA Cup semifinal. Man, it could get really bad if we lose to City in the semifinal.
And do you know what? It's come out a little bit through Cole Palmer today post-match saying,
agreed,
it can't continue like this.
Yeah.
He said
he's
it.
getting
He literally
frustrated,
said,
Yeah.
can't
How do you think he
continue like
feels?
this.
I mean,
He feels devastated. What else could he have done in that match? He feels
Exactly.
devastated.
in his head, he's like, I made the wrong choice.
I mean, look,
I
right
don't think
now he
believes-
must be.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
think
go on, JC,
Cole
bro.
Palmer
Go on,
fully believes it. But here's the thing, though. What this club lacks from top to bottom is accountability.
Yeah, 100%.
Taking accountability. And somebody like Cole Palmer calling you out, they need to be calling each other out. It's every single
But
game.
have you
Not only
seen
he's been
though?
letting down, but the team and Potts, man, they're letting the fans
JC.
down. They're letting the team. They're letting that badge down. They don't deserve to wear that. Most of them do not deserve to wear that shirt. And
JC,
Cole Palmer, yeah.
Have you seen though when Palmer snaps on some of these guys, their body language is like they get shocked, like I've never been yelled at before.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
That was
Accountability.
weird.
How are you
That
gonna
was weird
grow?
to me. I
How
was
are you
like,
gonna
whoa.
grow if you've just been backwards your whole life? You gotta go through the struggles. That's how you become mentally stronger. You know, if they're just papering and lying to you, Poch is saying everything's fine. Trust the process. What's the process? Data. The data shows we're supposed to be fourth. We're 11th and 12th, 2 seasons in a row.
I think
And you know
Thiago
what?
Silva,
No
Thiago
accountability.
Silva,
Lying. It's delusional.
Thiago Silva 3 months ago snapped on the players in the locker room after a loss. And I think they calmed him down. They told him, like, hey, Pochettino got on him saying, hey, don't yell at the players, calm down type of thing. I don't know if you guys remember this, but this did happen about 2-3 months ago, too.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that story.
Poch has
I
a
remember.
loser mentality, brothers. He
Yeah.
has a loser mentality. You cannot win.
Man,
And
I
if
hope
you
they
allow
smack
him
this
to keep
fool, man.
creeping and creeping with that mentality on these players, we're going to be worse than Spurs have been in the last 20 years. I'm going to tell
Do
you
you
that
know
right
what?
now.
Do you know what? Do you know what? Cole Palmer at the age of 21, he probably never. Is he 21? I think he is 21, right?
Yeah, he's
At
21.
the age of 21, I don't think he's ever envisioned in his head that he's gonna have to say the stuff that he's having to say, in the media, yell at players. He probably
Exactly.
expected at the age of 21, I want to be guided. I want to be guided by a senior. I want to be, shown the path. Now he's having to show the path. He himself don't know the path.
Exactly. If you asked Palmer before he came to Chelsea, without knowing what the season was going to look like, yo, bro, you're going to have about 15, 16 goals, 10, 11 assists. In his mind, he's going to be like top 4 Champions League. We're doing good. Made the best
100%.
decision of my life. Man, how is this possible? You got a superstar born player kind of like him, and we're 11th, 12th, man. We can't
Bro,
get through the 10th.
He must be pulling his hair out, thinking, how have I scored so many goals and assisted so many times, and we're 11th?
He must go
This
home
is
and
gonna
cry.
hurt his. It's going to hurt his international career too, because they're not. When they compare him against Foden and Saka, there's always going to be this Chelsea thing behind him.
Yeah, there's attacks.
Yeah,
That's
there's
that's the scary part. That's why he's going to leave. I'm telling you, man. He continues.
He's
He's going to
learning
leave.
Spanish real quick. He's learning Spanish real quick. He's probably looking at Real and Barca.
To be honest,
look.
I do have a question though. How did Gallagher get the captain ban over Palmer?
Because he
Bro,
can speak English.
he's the communication manager.
He can speak English.
English.
He does,
no. It's
Whoa.
very easy. It's very easy because
Yeah.
Pochettino's so scared of the fans, especially Matthew Harding. Yeah, he knows the only way to get him on their side is get the blonde-haired Cobham graduate, give him the armband because he gave it to Reece, but Reece can't stay fit. He gave it to Chilwell. Chilwell
He
can't stay fit.
fit.
So they gave it to Gallagher. And if you realise, even some games, God forbid now, guys, by the way, we're going to have to get used to seeing Gilchrist playing full 90s because Gusto's injured now.
Oh my-
And
yeah.
Reece
Is this
is gonna...
Muller?
Yeah, it's a hamstring. It's a hamstring.
injury.
He's
Yep.
done.
He's
3
done.
months.
He's
Yeah,
done.
he's
Over
done.
probably.
don't worry, if Gallagher gets injured, Gilchrist will have the captain ban.
That's a
That's a joke.
I don't like.
Pure
It's-
profit, Bob. Pure profit.
You know,
Gilchrist-
I just hate how we treat we babysit these Cobham graduates. That's the one thing I hate about Chelsea.
We can't progress.
Gallagher, he's a bum. I hate that guy. What
Yep.
what does he actually do?
Run.
Run around.
Sorry,
Run around.
Yeah.
Passion. Passion.
Ro-
know
He
gives it
you're
all.
He
supposed
runs,
to
bro. He
stay
runs.
down
He
your-
runs.
Yeah, well.
He's running.
Come on. Like
Bro, he
Gallagher,
runs.
we give him the captain ban. For what? I'd rather have Disasi or Palmer as the captain. Like I feel like those guys are capable. But with Gallagher, what does he even do with it? He just has it and that's it.
Let's not talk about Gallagher. Next week we're gonna see Chilwell, and we.
Stop.
Yeah, but that's one thing I dislike about the club though. is
Give
like
that
these
captain badge to
Cobham
Palmer, bro.
graduates.
He's our player, man.
These
He's the one.
Cobham
Without him, we're getting
graduates,
relegated, bro.
they're literally gifted everything at the club. We cater to them.
No, like, you have
It's
to...
sad.
In my opinion, yeah, before Lampard, Roman never cared about the academy. Look, we have a very good academy, yeah, and we've produced some very good players, but we never relied on the academy. Why? Because we were already buying the best of the best, the guys who've already done it. So we weren't relying on kids to come through. The academy, let's be honest, most of the time was literally just a pure profit factory, and that's what it should be, unless you have an extremely talented person that can maybe develop at the club. Fair enough. But I just need to sell these lot.
If you're not Reece James level, then I'm sorry, I don't want you. Like, you could be from the academy. I really don't want you. you got to be off that level.
Honestly, man.
Yeah. I have a question.
Without the injuries,
Even
obviously. Without the
James, if he
injuries.
comes back, I don't think he needs the captain band back. It's too much pressure for him. He keeps
Yeah.
pulling his hamstring because of that captain band. It's too
I have a
much
question,
pressure
though.
for him. I say Palmer, but
No.
that's
I wouldn't.
I don't know.
Nah.
It's
It's
21
not even about
captain.
Paul,
exactly.
you were gonna say something. Go on, bro.
Yeah, I was speaking like the academy stuff. I know like last season with Colwell and stuff like that, the hype, right? Has your opinion and I guess view on him changed with him being in the team now? Because I know before, like during the summer and stuff, when the Brighton stuff was going on, it was he's gonna be the game changer. He's gonna be putting the balls in between the lines and stuff like that. And I feel, and obviously there's a left back situation of Poch playing left back, but even we have seen him though play center back before. So I just want to know what you guys think about that.
Do you know what, Paul? That's a top question. I'm probably one of the biggest advocates because I was look, as much as I dislike this club in terms of the dealings that we do with him, but I actually like watching Brighton. I watch Brighton a lot actually because of the way they play. So I was watching Brighton a lot last season, and Levi Colwell, how he was getting deployed by Graham Potter. No, sorry, not Graham Potter. Last season by Roberto De Zerbi. And I like the way how the line-breaking passes were coming from De Zerbi from the left side. He was really playing Levi Colwell as a deep sort of playmaker type of a player. He was utilizing Levi Colwell in very, very different areas when without the ball. I remember that game against Arsenal where Brighton, I think they ended up winning that, where Levi Colwell, I think he was given the task to look out for...
he was man marking, right?
Yeah,
he shut down Odegaard.
He was running to the mid to the half.
Look, he
locked
went
up Odegaard,
Levi Colwell all the way from his defensive area, man marking Odegaard all the way to Arsenal's defensive line. Arsenal's goal.
Colwell's actually a good defender. It's just this system.
I think these players would relate better with De Zerbi than they would with Poch, man, if I'm going to be honest.
Difference in
100%.
coaching, that's why.
Yeah.
People will say that, like, oh yeah, Pochettino, he can coach young talent. I don't even
He ain't
believe that,
coaching
you know,
shit.
because
Just having
I
barbecue
just
parties. Man.
exactly, I just believe it was just a case of Dele Alli and Harry Kane being extremely talented players, and I don't think it was Pochettino's coaching.
I want to ask
You know what,
Standards were low too.
Just quickly as well, just on that Bush's, the comment that he's made, and then we'll go to Chelsea Empire. Do you know what? When you look back at that Tottenham team, the only thing that stands out for me is the way they used to press.
Agreed.
I don't think there was any other tactical nous in it. It's the way they pressed, and they were very high up, and they used to get the opposition cough up the ball.
Yep.
I don't think tactically they were a genius team. We saw that as years went on. It was just, especially in that Champions League when Ajax bottled it. It was just Spurs just did some mad stuff with Lucas Moura. There was nothing to it.
Lucas Moura hat trick, man. Oh my days.
And they did some mad stuff against Manchester City as well.
Yep.
But yeah, Chelsea Empire, go on, bro.
No, but seriously, De Zerbi does have an image of a Chelsea manager. He is a tactical manager. When he had that board, when he was trying to explain what he really does, he was very, very direct with what he wants. There was no confusion compared to what Pochettino was trying to explain. But real quick, though, I want to ask the panel, though. I want you to think deep. This is all illusion to what they say when it comes down to Pochettino and development. Let's look at it. The last 3-4 years or whatever, who did he develop that's world class today?
No one.
Bro, this is illusion.
I can't think of anyone in PSG. Bro. Did he develop anyone in PSG?
No. He didn't even develop Zaire Emery.
Yeah, he didn't even get a chance of the kids.
Even
For example,
Vitinha didn't develop under him too.
For example, Xavi, RB Leipzig.
His management team.
Bro, I'm telling you, man, like this guy, it's an illusion to us. You know what Pochettino's doing? He's living off that Spurs, Harry Kane, time to be spent over there.
As much as I love Matisse, he's my brother, but I think this is where Matisse he screwed up.
Matisse brainwashed
Matisse
everybody.
sold us this dream. Matisse, he's develops players.
Matisse was probably looking at what happened, let's say, with the Spurs, and he's like, hey, maybe we can get a Nico Jackson like a Harry Kane. Maybe we can get some of these guys to be like, like Gusto, like Walker. Yeah, maybe we can do this. But this is old, though.
Yeah.
This is old. This is not new. And this is why I'm saying the Zerbi, when it comes down to his age, the player's age, and him, he doesn't like to communicate with the board anyways. He doesn't give a crap about them. He cares about what he has around him and what's on the field. He might be a perfect fit because if you look at it, Liverpool are looking at the Zerbi and so is Bayern. So why isn't Chelsea looking at him? We've been getting all the Brighton shit anyways, so why don't you go for him too, man? You know what I'm saying?
No,
It's like,
apparently Chelsea fans don't appreciate De Zerbi, bro.
The
He's not a
problem-
manager.
but look at the board. Look at the board explanation of Pochettino and De Zerbi. I'm serious, man. I'll rewatch it again. I can't understand what Pochettino's saying. I just see two midfielders running up and down like maniacs. Nobody knows where anybody is, and it's just like, okay. But then if you look at De Zerbi's point of view of how he wants his shape, how he wants his midfielders playing, how he wants the counterattacks to start, how he wants to start attacks, what he wants in the final third. It's so clear. Like me, I'm not a pro, but I understand it. So these idiots that we have playing for our club will obviously understand it.
But have you ever heard Poch talk about tactics, though?
Never.
He tried on YouTube.
No.
He tried on YouTube,
I
bro.
only heard
Trying
about
to
talking
Sky
about
Sports
barbecue,
and
man.
failed.
The YouTube thing, yeah, I watched that. It was so stupid. It's like youth playing.
It was so stupid.
I
Did you see that lady? Was it that lady that was next to him? She was not going, my man, do you know what you're saying?
Even he had no clue what he was talking about. It doesn't know.
And I was so ashamed, man, as a fan. I'm like, oh my God, dude, what
That's
is
my
the brother
gaffer.
doing, bro?
Oh, Miss, you don't know the player that Poch has improved?
Go on.
The guy called Specs. Specs, or was he on the...
Oh,
Oh yeah! Oh yeah, Specs Gonzalez. This guy with the glasses. Oh my
Do you know what the
days.
crazy part is, guys? Do you know what the crazy part is?
Yeah.
Someone like Petrovic is now starting to look a little bit shaky as
Yeah.
well. This is someone who came in
That
and was
was
solid.
rough.
And even, do you understand the virus that's inside the group?
Yeah.
And it's eating. Bro, I'm so happy because Cole Palmer is of an elite nature and he comes from an institution that breeds elite natural players.
Yep.
I'm happy that he can still keep himself, all clean and not be
Sane, yeah.
caught up with the
Eventually
virus.
he's going to catch up. Miss.
Petrovic is starting to get the virus,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, today was
I don't
rough.
think,
That's
guys, that
second goal.
Petrovic is going to have this issue, man. He's from Serbia, bro. Balkan goalies, man, they have no fear, bro. They have short memories, bro. Hey, Petrovic, I'm telling you, man, he's just going to go about his business, forget the game ever even happened today. I don't know if you watched his interview, but the people have asked him, what do you usually do after a poor performance? He's like, I forget it. I move on.
He needs to.
So I'm saying, you usually bought like Livakovic. I don't know if you remember him. You look at some of the Croatian goals. John Oblak. You look at some of those guys, Subotic. A lot of those guys that we've had in the past, like Aspir Begovic. I don't know if you remember him.
Asmir Begovic. Yeah.
These guys have short memories, bro. They don't care, man. I'm telling you, they just want to go out there and play, win, and they have no fear. So I have no problems with Petrovic, in my opinion, just because of where he comes from. That's the only reason.
Lads, we've talked about current situation, which is absolutely abysmal. Nothing is right. Medical team, from a financial point, commercial side of things, we can't even get sponsorships, this, that,
We
the
can't
other.
even get the halftime team talk right.
We can't even get halftime team talk right. Lads, what are we doing next season? Because this is now 2 years in a row. What's got to happen next season? I need to hear from each and every one of you guys proper conversation about next season, because next season apparently points deduction looming is on our head. Can you imagine? We're on 40 points next season, points deduction. They're saying heavy points deduction as well.
Yeah, scary times ahead, man. Scary times ahead.
What are we going to be on next season, man?
I think, in my opinion, Miz, when it comes down to Chelsea, real quick before I start talking about that, Pochettino today tried to point fingers at somebody. He knows what's wrong with the medical staff and whose fault it is. Like,
but he goes, I won't say it. He goes, I won't tell. I can't tell.
Man, get rid of it. But real quick, though, what I wish Chelsea does after this year, sack the board first. Sack the manager. Put John Terry as our CEO of ball and put Frank Lampard as our sporting director.
That's the only way they could pay for this 2 years of pain. Sack the manager on live TV.
Yeah, anything.
In the tunnel.
But why
on YouTube stream?
But why don't they go? Why don't they go with the path
Sky
of like?
Sports? Sack him on Sky Sports.
what AC Milan did with Maldini. You put him at sporting director. Look what he did.
Sack him in Soccer 8.
Put
Man.
Frank
You know what?
Lampard at Chelsea as a sporting director, man. I would not mind him, dude. He's got a good
Yeah.
mind for that, good eyes for it. Maldini at
Bring back
AC
Peter
Milan
Cech, man.
changed their fortunes.
No, but you know what, Valan? Peter Cech, bring back Peter Cech. Peter Cech
Yeah.
saw this whole plan and said, "Thank you
I'm
very
gone.
much. I'm
Yeah, he's
out of
gone.
here."
He left
They wanted him
by
to
choice.
Yeah.
He left by choice.
By
That
choice.
documentary was really good.
Yeah, confirmed by him. It was by choice for sure.
No,
They wanted him to stay.
honestly, I missed
But-
seeing him that Crystal Palace game when what's it called, Sky Sports brought him on with Jamie Carragher. I missed seeing Petr Cech, man.
You know what though, Miz?
Yo,
most
talk to me.
times you see a manager come in, right? And things are not going right based on what the owners want. So the managers, they start doing their own thing, and then either they die by it or they live by it, right?
Mhm.
But Pochettino, he's kind of just like he's stuck in the middle between trying to obey Bowley and everything he wants and trying to do his own thing. He's kind of lost in the middle. He doesn't know what to do.
But clearly, what he says out of his mouth, he's chosen his side, bro. I mean,
Yeah. Because when I listen to him, he sounds like a man who's being told, "Hey, when you get up there, say this, and that."
100.
Then
100. He's got a script,
sometimes-
bro. He's got a
Yeah,
script.
So
He's got a script.
sometimes it's like his frustration gets to him, and he actually says what he wants to say.
Do you know what?
That's how I see him.
Hold that thought for a second. I don't know if you guys saw the clip. There's a clip that's circulating around. There's a journalist post-match
Yeah.
asked, "What do you think about all of these youngsters that Chelsea have right now?
Yep.
Do you think all of them are going to make it? Because it
Yeah, he
looks
said-
pretty crazy." Poch
he said
almost
usually-
answered it, He
He
stopped
said
for a second.
usually- Yeah, they asked him usually between the age of 21 and 24, you know if you're going to make it in the Premier League or not. It seems like you have a squad full of those players. What do you think of it? And he
Yeah.
just said, I don't know. I can't answer.
Nah, he said
But-
that's a top question. He said that's a top
Yes,
question.
But he
Because
knows,
that's a top
he
question.
knows the answer. He knows the answer, but he doesn't want to say it.
He can't say it. He'll get sacked. He
Yes.
can't say that.
I feel like Pochettino's already gave up on this squad, but he just cannot say it, and he's not resigning. Like, just resign, and we're all happy.
Yeah,
Man,
but he's got
Disasi
one
is
more
$12
year.
26
million
years old,
per
bro.
year on the line. I would.
Bro, he's got one more year in his contract, bro. He's got to
Yeah,
look after
12
the
million.
family, bro.
If he resigns, then it's okay. He just,
He
he
ain't
goes
gonna
to
do
the
that,
board
bro.
and
It's
says,
free
Give me
money.
$12 million a year. I will give you the best PR you've ever seen.
100%.
He's
You
not
know, all of us are
resigning.
going to do that. You know,
No
all of
way
us are
he's
going to do that.
resigning.
Bro,
that's
he's got to look
that's
after
just
his
how-
family. Now his son also works for Chelsea Football Club as
That's
well.
what
So
I was
he's
Oh
gotta
saying.
yeah,
look after
said
the family.
Pochettino.
But that's
Some-
just how I see it, Miz. It's like he has a script he's supposed to follow, but at times when like he loses or things don't go right, he says what's on his mind, and then real quick he goes back, or he acts like he didn't understand
Yeah.
the question, or he didn't understand what he just said.
Yeah.
You got to watch him when he talks. Sometimes he'll say something real quick and be like, excuse me. I'm like, no,
Yeah,
Coach,
and then he
continue.
backtracks. Or,
Yes,
or the day
continue.
after he backtracks. The day after he
Yes.
backtracks. How many times have we seen the day after he
A
backtracks?
lot. Today-
I stopped watching his press conferences because I hate.
Yeah, I
the
don't watch
stuff
it, bro.
he
It's a
says.
waste of time.
I can't do it either.
But today he blamed the ownership too, including himself, the ownership, the players, and everybody's fault for being in the situation that they're in. He kind of threw them under the bus a little bit, man. I don't know if he's going to backtrack on that
Today,
tomorrow.
the situation
Bro, he's
we
going
were
to
in was
backtrack. If
his
he doesn't
fault.
backtrack, his salary for this week is probably going to get cancelled.
Yeah,
So,
it's-
I looked at that game, halftime, it was 1-0. We're going to halftime. I said, okay, they got a red card. So just me looking at it, if it was Pep Guardiola would have took out a defender and brought in another attacker. But this guy kept the same rotation. Same guys came back in. When the other team scores, he makes a sub.
Can one of you guys tell me this? All right. I didn't watch the game, right? I didn't watch the game, but I can picture what has happened because I've seen this story unfold many a times this season. At halftime, with a man up, opposition without their manager, with a goal up. If you're the manager of Chelsea Football Club and your players are coming into halftime, aren't you saying, lads, I'm smelling
them.
blood now. I'm
them.
smelling blood. This is
Yeah.
it. 5,
Yeah.
6, 7-0 today. I want to see a hat trick for 2 players. I want to see assists. I
Any
want to
good-
see us
Exactly.
play
Any
flamboyant
good team would have
football.
beat.
Entertain the crowd.
Would have beat Burnley 5-6-1 with that red card. but not
And you would
us.
think being that they're man down, you would use this as like an opportunity to build
Yes.
confidence and
Yeah.
use that going
Send
into
a
Man
message.
United.
Send a message to Man
Exactly.
United. Send a
Because we
message
saw what happened to
Man
them today. They
United.
tied, right? So you would use this game to, build, but it's like they go in and he's like, no, just calm
He
down, park the
always
bus.
plays his-
And
he
it's
always plays it safe.
I felt like when Alfie Gilchrist came in for Gusto, I'm like, what the hell are you doing, man? Put David Washington in there, man. Go for the kill. You're at home. Go for the win, bro. Put the 6'2" guy in there, man. Let him go to work.
No,
You know,
Alfie
he
Gilchrist.
always plays it safe. That's what
Yeah,
he does. He plays it
Alfie
safe.
coming in, I'm like, come on, bro. Wait,
How
Alfie
long
did
he's
we-
playing for a
did
draw, bro.
How long did we have until they scored the equalizer? Did we have enough time left to
We
win?
had
No, it
like
was quick. It was quick.
around
Which
10 minutes,
equalizer?
Yeah,
including
10 minutes.
added time.
So there was
Yeah,
still
you
enough
have-
time to get the win.
Yeah,
you could have
more
put on
than
the
enough.
Washington and
They
go for the
did-
game, yeah.
They had 5 chances to score. 5. Madueke shot one wide. And
Sterling.
whatever.
And the guy
Open.
brings
Let's
in
be honest, we
Gilchrist.
should have
The
lost.
guy
We
brings
should have
in
lost.
Gilchrist.
Yeah.
And you know
Yeah.
what? I'm
Well,
watching.
for Gusto.
And you know what, Miz? I'm watching the game, right? 5 minutes added time. We're passing the ball around the box, passing around the box, passing around. I'm like, Man City in this situation, they would have tried to at least get a free kick.
Think
But
about
us, we're
Rodrigo
just-
in this situation,
We're
bro.
passing around. Why are we just passing the ball around? Let's do something. Try to get a penalty. Try to get a free kick. Something that's gonna increase
Bro,
your
have
chances
a long
of
shot.
scoring.
Someone have a long shot. Someone
Oh,
shoot
they
from
failed at
range.
that. They
Yeah,
failed at
pull a
that.
Rodri.
We
Do
keep
a
Yeah,
passing
Rodri
the
this
ball
size.
around the
Mudeke,
box.
man. Kicked it on the moon, man. Mudeke.
Yeah, exactly. They just sent it wide and high.
Yeah, Mudeke was.
Just kept passing the ball around the box. That was the game plan.
But
5
you know what
minutes
drives
added
me
time.
nuts, though, man? In 78th minute, we score. Cole Palmer gets a goal. 3 minutes later, bro, they have 10 guys, 10 guys. They have 9 on the freaking field, man. And they scored 3 minutes later.
Yeah.
No, I can't lie. I'm gonna
They're playing
give
with heart. That's what it is.
a bit of blame to what's his name, Palmer, because if
The
you
foul.
realize, the foul that built
Yep.
to the free kick, which also
Outside
went
the
up to the
box.
corner, which led to the goal. And I remember when that corner was being taken, I was like, Mark O'Shea, the big Irish centre back, because he's known for always when a centre back is free on the edge of the box, what do you think they're gonna do? They're obviously going to make the run when the ball is whipped in and then done. Madueke left him unmarked to go chase the other guy. The other guy, I don't know if he flicked it onto O'Shea or O'Shea just goes for it head on. And then
I think he went for it.
Petrovic, he went for it. And then he put so much power on it, Petrovic underestimated it and then couldn't get, he put his 2 hands on it.
Yeah, it looks like it burst
Wow.
through his hand.
Yeah,
It
it did.
burst through his hand.
Catch it.
Because there was so much power on it.
Guys, the other thing that I want to talk about is for a manager that acts like recently before the match. I think it was before Burnley match. He was saying, the fans all laugh at us, but we all know what we're doing. The fans don't know. He was pretty much being very, very arrogant. For a man that talks so big at times, and he always tries to put this whole attitude, fans versus him sort of attitude, bro. What about our defense? At least stop the
Yeah.
goals. At least keep a clean sheet, man. What's going on? We are leaking goals for fun.
Shocking.
Yeah.
Can we at least defend?
Hold on. Today, Gusto was getting cooked in the
Yeah, he
beginning.
was.
It was.
'Cause
It was
First
No.
bad.
Shall I tell you why,
Man,
though?
He was in the blender.
The only reason why though is because he sustained an injury from the France under-21 squad, so he came back to Cobham, and obviously for recovery and whatever. And then I don't know if I should go up Poch, but I am. He started him immediately, which is why I think he got the injury again, because you could tell he was playing so tired today. In that Wolves game when we lost 4-2, he was getting cooked that game. Why? Because he looked so tired and lethargic and slow. Mudryk, the same thing today. They all of them, they just looked slow. I don't know how to explain
Gusto,
it.
though,
Now.
he came back because he had a flu. He had the flu.
Oh, the flu, yeah.
And I'm
Oh yeah. That was being told. Yeah, he had the flu or something. I just don't get why Pochettino all throughout this season. All right, fine. You don't have any attacking patterns. No problems. Very difficult to get the attacking pattern down packed. Brother,
Learn how
what
to
about the defensive tactics?
Yeah.
Can you at least make it
Because-
Can you at least make us difficult to beat?
Because remember,
It's getting worse, week by week.
Miz, remember under Potter, we could not score to save our life, but we
Yeah.
defended.
We defended.
We defended well,
Yeah.
though. I think we defended well.
yeah.
Yeah.
We'd
When you see,
go maybe 3-4 games just nil.
Yeah, 1-0,
Yeah,
If when we
2-0.
lose, it'd be 1-0. But now, we lose. It's
like
man.
we
But
flip.
remember,
Think
though,
about when
last
Chucha was
year
here,
we
though.
had. Remember, guys, last year we had Thiago Silva, we had Wesley Fofana, and then we had Koulibaly playing in the back three with what's his name, Graham Potter. I don't know if that's what it was. It was back three. I remember with Potter
Yeah.
at
Yeah, it
certain
was.
points. More experienced players, much better defense, but the offense was in shambles, man.
Yeah.
The
But-
offense.
But what's
See,
crazy to me is like since July, I went and watched over here in Chicago, seeing the players
Same.
play. I was really excited. I was like, look, bro, like, hey, this might be, top six. I'm excited actually. Young players, this could look good.
Yeah.
Everybody was buzzing. We saw Nicholas
yeah.
Jackson. We're like, whoa, bro, look at this, though. This is great. Man, they've gotten worse from that day till today.
And
Miss,
they
that's what I'm
seem like they're
saying.
getting worse and worse and worse. They seem
Yeah.
like they're getting
And
worse
that's-
and worse and worse.
And that's one thing I was asking myself, I think 2-3 days ago, because Poch during the preseason he said we should be a top 4 team, but now I'm looking at it, I'm like, okay, we're not top 4, not even 6, not even 8. So even if you have injuries, like, how do you go from predicting top 4 to 12?
Agreed. And how do you
No.
go from competing? I mean, like you played prem teams in the preseason, right? And you looked like you dominated those games in a way, you know? You had Jackson, you had Mudryk, the link ups, everything like that. And
Yeah,
then,
we looked good.
but the thing was that I went to the Chicago game too, right? And that field was horrendous, right? And
Yeah.
after the Nkuku thing, it's like he lost the plot. And ever since then,
Yeah, I agree.
Everything
I
was
agree.
thrown out the
based
window.
around one player.
and it's just, it's like
He was
all
the
the,
savior.
the players too, they look like they only knew how to play with him in a way. It's shocking.
Yeah, his
And-
whole
and you know
game
what?
plan
I blame-
was
I blame-
listen,
based around that
it's
one
I blame
player.
Fabrizio Romano for bigging
Agreed.
up
He's the
Nkunku
savior.
so much to the point that, Nkunku's going to change our life. He's going to change
Yeah,
our future.
yeah.
Bro,
Like,
he's on
we
the
shouldn't.
payroll.
He
He's on
definitely
that
changed our
bully,
future.
on that
Man.
payroll. I'm
God,
telling you right now.
they don't.
He's one of those envelope guys, man.
Yes.
He's getting money, man, just to kind of
Yes.
keep it smooth. Yeah, I don't
They
like that.
all are. They all are.
Yep. PR
And I can't
machine.
lie. During that winter, what was it? The World Cup, I think, when they announced Nkuku that they signed
Yeah.
the pre-agreement.
Yeah,
I was
Yeah.
buzzing. I mean, I was ecstatic. But I think the Fabrizio thing, like that, did create this expectation. That-
Yeah, the fan.
He loves
100%.
Chelsea.
Fabrizio every single second day. Do you know what I mean? He'd be coming out and retweeting that Chelsea owners are waiting for Nkunku. He is the difference maker. He is the difference maker. Like, but Nkunku, I'm not even going to lie. Honestly, I'm not even going to lie. And I know you might think otherwise, the live chat and all the people in the panel. I'm going to put it out there.
That's
I think Nkunku doesn't want to play for Chelsea. I
I
really do.
agree.
No,
I
no,
agree.
no, no.
I
agree.
agree too.
Yeah, 100%.
I
100%.
agree.
Waiting.
I don't know what happened to him, you know? I really don't know what injury happened to him.
There
Last
still hasn't been an update. It's
He's praying for
well, he got
PSG.
injured, but like, what was that Poch statement? He got injured, but we don't know how.
Yeah,
but it
Poch
was
said,
on.
I don't know how. He goes, I don't know what happened.
Yeah, he
Isn't
doesn't
that
want
weird?
to be part of our club,
His
man.
son is supposed to be looking at that
I think-
stuff.
Honestly,
And-
sometimes I feel like Pochettino he's tired of explaining the injuries. He just doesn't want to say anything anymore. That's how I'm seeing it nowadays.
Yeah,
I don't know if you
Yeah, he got injured. I don't know how. Next
I don't know if you
question.
guys remember when Pochettino came in, he looked excited, like he would take on this challenge. He looked like he could do something. But
Yeah.
I think at some point he realized, I just can't teach these guys anything because they're not people that can learn anything. Because Steve Nicol, I'm not a fan of this guy, but man, he does hit one point. He's like, you may have all the talent in the world, but if you don't have it up here, brother, you gone, man. You're not going to learn, man. Because that's what
say.
separates.
That's
Yeah,
what I say
yeah.
every single time. Yep, I agree with that fully.
Yeah.
And also,
So-
we can't forget our owners, man. They're so clueless, but they're also borderline delusional, and that
Agreed.
breaks down all the way down to our players. You can tell they think
Yep.
they've made it. The way that they play, they don't respect most of the opposition. Why? Because they're always hearing literally delusions, like they've made it, and so they're playing. And they literally think they're better than they
Agreed.
are, and they don't
Yeah.
have to try because most teams are going to give up anyways. It's just going to happen.
Yeah,
Because
but Burnley
that's
showed
not
them.
for the
of
owner.
stats.
The
They
delusion.
came
Them
up
and Burnley showed them.
They
Because
came up with some stat that they should be top 4 or something,
Four,
but there's
yeah.
another data stat that basically
Yep.
tells them, no, bro, like you allow this many goals at this time, you do this at that time, you're 17th at this, you're 16th at that, but then somehow we're supposed to be top
they don't want to
4.
see that. They don't want to see
How?
that. They don't want to see those stats. Only the positive stats. Only the positive ones.
It's a
Speaking on these injuries real quick before we go away from it. Poch saying he knows the reason why, but he can't say it. Isn't his son supposed to? He's a sports scientist,
Sebastian
correct?
Pochettino.
Yeah.
Isn't he supposed to be on top of this?
Yep.
So
That's
when
what
I
he's
hear
meant to
stuff
be.
like that, I'm protecting my son in a way. I'm not saying that's what it is, but I just get that idea because your son is supposed to be on top of this.
Yeah, no,
His son is on training, man. He's training at Chelsea, bro.
Have you seen the clips of him running with the squad?
Oh, it's cringe, man.
He's probably protecting his son as well. He's probably protecting his son. Look,
I
everything.
didn't like that.
Every facet is just pathetic at the moment. Roman Abramovich, thank you so much for the super chat, my man. I wish you come back and become our owner again. Miss collab with Johnny Minerals, unite for one cause. Yeah,
So
look, we
out
just
out the players that we actually signed, right? All these Mickey Mouse kids. Which ones do you guys actually think are worth keeping? Like right now, just based on what we've seen the
Cole
last
Palmer,
2 years.
Malo Gusto.
That's it.
I could keep Nicholas Jackson as a backup, not the front man. Like not someone to lead.
Honestly,
Okay, Jackson, I think is a winger. I don't see Jackson as a striker. I think he's a winger.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he's a winger, but
ball in the box today,
Yeah,
man.
So
I know.
for me, like Palmer, Gusto, Modric. I like Modric. I just don't.
I do
think he's
too.
I
Yeah,
just don't
Modric's
think he's
alright,
got the
but-
right coach.
Do you know what annoys me about?
Madueke, I'm selling Madueke.
Yeah,
I'm
Madueke,
saying
I've given up.
No,
Today
I
though,
think
he gets on the ball.
No,
I
no.
can't do it.
I also like Madueke as well. I don't like Sterling. But
Look, also,
like these
Sterling's
young
gotta
guys,
go
I look
anyway.
at them, and I just think. Sometimes I look at them and I just think maybe if they had the right leadership around them,
That's what I was
think
thinking.
that would help.
Yeah, that too as
Like
well.
if
You know,
they had
that
the
too.
right leadership, like somebody who's actually, hey, you did this wrong. Next time, try it this way.
Yeah.
I think they'd be better. But it's just a bunch of kids on the field together. It's kind of like, who do you learn
Do
from?
you know what,
I agree with
Jabril?
that.
Do you know what, Jabril? Remember when the summer window finished and we were so excited about our squad, we all said that we have a talented bunch of players here. We all said we had a talented bunch. So we can't now all of a sudden say they're not talented. They are talented. As you said,
They
a
are
lot of other
talented
things didn't work
individuals.
out.
Miss.
We were the least amount of excited for Cole Palmer. I don't care what anybody says. We were excited about
100%.
everybody.
I had no idea
Everybody
who
else
he was.
except for Cole Palmer. Everybody
Yeah.
about Cole Palmer, like, what? 40 mil for what?
43 mil, yeah.
I thought we were gonna get this guy. What? Cole Palmer? Man, where did this come from? I'm serious. Even me, man. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm not gonna pretend like, hey, man, I was right. But hell no, I wasn't. I was happy about Caicedo, Lavia. I was happy about, even though we didn't need him, but I was happy about it just to stick it to Liverpool. Enzo, I'm gonna be honest. I was not all on Enzo. I'm sorry, man. I
I
wanted.
was big on him though.
I wanted Zubimendi. I wanted him.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
Zubimendi.
I was high on Zubimendi for some reason for
Yeah.
50, 60 million release clause, whatever it was. I wasn't on Enzo for some reason. Something about him that didn't really.
Enzo has super PR, like super.
And
like,
going off of that, go miss. My bad.
No, go on, Paul. Go on.
Speaking on like how the PR does this stuff I feel like a player that has been affected by it the most is Mudryk, right? Because when we first bought him, it was that, well, people went with the 100 mil price tag, right? Which is not the case. What is it, 63, and then it's
60.
add-ons.
60.
Yeah,
The other ones are
60
all
with
add-ons.
add-ons. But I feel like there was this expectation of, okay, the number 10, number, and this boy that's going to come in, and he's a future Ballon d'Or winner and all that. And I feel like when you put him in a squad like that, I mean, I remember when he first debuted against Liverpool. I mean, it was scenes, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like after
Have
that
him
one
on it,
bad
he was.
performance, right? It was, oh, he's shit. That's it.
Yeah, but
And I
that
feel like-
halftime presentation was shambles at Chelsea with
With
the
the
Oh,
Ukrainian
wow.
flag.
That was
With-
horror, man.
Yeah.
After that,
It
after
seemed
we
like a PR
scraped
stunt.
1-0 versus Palace.
That was bad,
I
bro.
feel like he doesn't have a player to lean on. You have, like, for example, the center backs, you have Thiago Silva, right?
No.
When you have Fofana come in, you had Thiago Silva, right? I feel with Mudryk, who do you have? I mean,
No, shall I be honest?
Raheem
Guys,
Sterling.
The Mudryk stocks, I'm not investing. The reason why, that guy is 24 years of age. And look, we all know the skill that guy has. Unbelievable. Not just the pace, he's got skill. Today he had people eating grass. But the problem I have with Mudryk, the guy's IQ, like footballing IQ, is horrendous. What do I mean by this? Like, he can't. Obviously, we know he can't break low blocks. You don't have a guy who has that much pace trying to break low blocks, okay? And that's partly Pochettino's fault. All right. Also, if you look at some of the decisions he makes, that Man United game, if you guys can remember, poor decisions. Today, like when he takes his shot, sometimes I realize he doesn't even try and angle the shot. He will just shoot straight at the keeper. Very basic. Last season he got so much criticism for this, but last season the whole squad was a shambles. But my problem, his footballing IQ is so bad, he requires something like a loan. Or he needs to go off to another club on loan. Remember with the rumors with Bayern, he could go on loan. I was like, that's a perfect move. Bundesliga,
Do you know
all
what?
the teams, they play open.
You know what, Bush? I actually agree with you, man. Like, there's a loads of talent. There's absolutely a load of talent with Mudryk. But when Mudryk plays, I feel like he plays in fast forward. Like, there's no sense of let me slow things down to analyze what's going on. Let me actually utilize my speed when I actually need to, not just utilize my speed every time and any time. Be very, very precise. Use that as a weapon, not as something that you just do on a regular basis.
He looks like he's trying to impress every time he gets the ball, man.
Yeah,
To
add to this, the speed thing, I feel like something that really affects him is when he makes that run. It's kind of like the Timo conversation, right? You know, Timo would make a run, no one would pass it. I feel like when we got Enzo, it was this mindset that he's going to be pinging out those balls, you know? And I feel like for Mudryk, when do you ever really see Enzo really ping out a ball from Mudryk? And
today he was doing that.
Yeah, and I agree with that, right? But besides that, I mean, when do you ever see it? And I feel like it plays this toll on his mindset. Like, why am I going to waste my stamina and keep doing this if no one's going to send it, you know?
And on top of that, Enzo to ping out those passes from deep to find those runners, like Poch doesn't even want that. Like, that's not even our system under Poch. Poch don't like that. Poch really wants us to be high up, so you don't have to be pinging ball from deep. You're high up and try and suffocate the opposition by just pressing and trying to win the ball back and then create havoc up top. Yeah. Poch loves the basketball game.
Which basically goes against why you bought Enzo.
This is the thing. Enzo is not a Poch player.
Yeah.
It's simple as that. This is what I was saying earlier on in the season.
I remember that.
Caicedo, though.
We bought Caicedo thinking he was going to be a 6, right?
Caicedo,
like, I feel like none of these players fit the system that he wants.
They don't.
Besides his son Gallagher.
Yes. Gallagher fits perfectly. Caicedo has come from a team that has structure in Brighton, that has patterns of play.
Man, reckless, bro.
The way I see it is, Lavia plays the 6 and not Gallagher, that bum. What do you call Lavia plays the 6 and then Caicedo and Enzo play in front of him, and that's when they're at their best. But we don't have that option, so we kind of just deal with what we have now.
And who knows if Lavia is even going to be able to stay fit, though. I mean,
to be honest, I don't even consider Lavia a real person anymore. Like, I'm not even taking a picture with him. But
the ghost, for the ghost.
Boys, they released the odds for the Chelsea next manager. Guess who they have?
I don't think I want to know.
Tell me Thomas Frank is there.
Yes, no, I'm serious. These guys are usually like top 3. They would get it right. This is what they have right now. Hansi Flick is number 1.
Oh my days!
Listen to this, Ruben Amorim. If Liverpool don't get him, and look at this. If Chelsea protests, guess who they have set up to come back?
Mourinho.
Thomas Tuchel.
This should
never gonna happen.
No,
I'm not kidding.
I'm sorry. Kidding. I feel these owners have too much pride to swallow. Yeah. They're not going to accept.
Well, there's a protest going on tomorrow at Strasbourg. Let's see how that goes and how they react. Yeah. If they don't react, they're probably not going to react to Chelsea at all.
So far, they've not reacted. So far, they've done nothing with Strasbourg, which is so shambolic in itself. Like, they've not even come out and addressed the matter.
They have to start doing that.
And these owners are still trying to get to purchase Sporting.
Wow. Sporting, please. If any Sporting fans are watching, as I always say, please protest now. Protest now. Protest now, so that these owners don't come and buy your football club, man. I feel sorry. I really do.
That Strasbourg gets down. Those fans, the Ultra Boys 90, man. They don't play games.
The French
They
know
don't
how to
play
do it
games.
best, man.
Strasbourg are playing tonight, aren't they? Strasbourg are playing tonight, I think. Who are they playing?
They're in like a relegation fight, I heard.
I
Yeah,
might
they
actually
got-
start watching some Strasbourg games.
Well, before the game tomorrow, you should watch because I think one of the guys on one of the platforms is going to go there. He's going to take pictures, videos, so we're all going to get to see it on Twitter and all over. So he's going to be posting a lot of stuff. Yeah, before the game. Yeah, it's going to be before the game and during the game protests that they want them out. They're already on bridges. They got signs saying blue code, mid limited out. We don't want you here. I mean, it's on a bridge. I'm talking about on the highway, bro. There's a big flag on there saying blue code out. I mean, it sounds like the whole city's prepared to protest.
Let me tell you something. Strasbourg are playing Rennes tomorrow.
I think they're eighth.
They're
Right.
rivals. I think they're rivals.
They're not winning this. They're not winning this straight up.
And they're going to be
Rennes
even more
Ren's gonna
mad.
smoke him. Ren's gonna smoke him.
Yeah. It's not
They're
gonna
going to be
be
even more pissed off. They're going to be mad even more, man, knowing that they're going to lose and they're probably going to be, for sure relegated. And the fans are already got a mission to, attack these owners. And this is going to be the thing is the Chelsea fans. For our club, when it comes down to this ownership, we run the social media platform when you really think about it. And we're going to use all the Strasbourg protests to our advantage, and we're going to hammer the ownership. You know, and I believe that 100%. Everybody's going to be posting pictures, blue call out, Todd Bowley, Baghdad, clowns, get out. There's going to be a lot of stuff, man. But I think Strasbourg is going to come out hard, man. They love their club, bro. These are clubs that nobody respects worldwide. Nobody follows other than the locals.
You're right, man. You're right. Speaking on social media, but what about our Chelsea admin Twitter guy? Whoever is running that.
Stop.
They themselves
Yeah, I saw it.
Can
I saw
someone
it.
tell this person, brother, we just drew against Burnley at home. Don't
Read the room.
Do you know what happened is? The guy who was running the admins last season, I think he lost his job, genuinely. Because when you realize, like, when he got bad, he just used to post, like, one time a day. That's it. Like, he just posts, and he knows what's going to happen. This admin, after losing to Burnley, around 2 hours later, is posting a clip of Palmer's penalty. Are you serious? Like,
Bro, that is do you reckon they got this new guy saying,
So out
hey,
of
you're
touch.
Yeah.
always positive. You're always
toxic
positive.
positivity.
You're always
Delusional
positive.
FC, man. I'm telling you, delusional FC right there.
Yeah.
Guys,
have you guys seen the comments?
Everybody
under it?
smile. Everything's all right.
Uh,
Everyone smile. Don't forget to smile.
Don't forget to smile.
No, like, the problem is we are becoming what we feared, which is literally what Arsenal and Spurs were a couple years ago in their fan bases. This toxic positivity, just like kind of accept it type of thing. We are literally becoming that as we speak.
I'm sick of these Arsenal fans, man. They're blowing up my phone. I got a family member. Man. I'm so sick. I hope they lose tomorrow so bad, bro. I can't,
please.
man. I
swear.
That's the only source of my enjoyment. Arsenal's failure.
Same.
Man.
Arsenal's failure is my source of enjoyment as well.
Yeah.
Have you seen
swear,
have you seen
man,
the
like-
Champions League clips? Like, they're saying that they're going to win it.
Give us
Those
Madrid.
fans are so delusional, bro. I've never in my lifetime have seen fans that dumb. You know what they said? They said we had to wait 30 years to win the league. Man, dude, you waited 45 years to win the league. You were formed in 1886 and you won your first league in 1930 because you became Bank of England. Bank of England means you got money. You got
They're not
money.
even-
Stop
they're not
pointing
even from
fingers at
North
Chelsea,
London.
bro. We got 13 trophies before Roman Abramovich. Hold that.
Nah,
Come
but
on, man.
Miz,
Don't give me that stuff, man. I hate Arsenal fan. I can't stand these guys. When I start talking about it, my blood starts boiling, man.
yeah. But Miz,
Come on, man.
Talk to me, bro.
you know what I fear with this, because I think either Pochettino's going to be here next season so they can run his contract out.
You
Because-
best believe he will be here.
Yeah.
Because who are we getting? Who are we getting?
Oh yeah. The market's done for us now. I think they're gonna, because you know these owners, this is the second time they've messed up getting a manager. Look, don't get me wrong, when Pochettino came in, most of us fell into the trap of, yes, finally, because the season last year was just so bad, we would take anyone, especially we gaslighted ourselves into thinking, oh, he's got experience in the league, he's been in some title races, this is more than enough maybe just to get top 4. But yeah, but I fear, that these owners are going to mess up again, because let's not forget, Pochettino has a CV of a serial loser. Let's never forget that. Yeah. He lost to Spurs. He failed at PSG. He's failed. He's failed, yeah? And, I fear these owners are going to hire someone who's got a similar background so that when anything goes wrong, the fans will want to come at the manager more than the owner. And don't get me wrong, I want Pochettino out ASAP. But, I'm not even getting because I'm so numb to this, and because of our failure to get rid of the guy. I'm just how can I say this, man?
This one I mean. I'm scared that we are all getting excited that the next guy is going to be so good. It won't be.
No,
because anything good they don't want, because anything good actually means that manager is going to have some level of, kahunas about him.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't want that.
They're gonna have to change direction, bro. This cannot continue. Even though they have this agenda, we want to profit, we want to copy Brighton, but at some point they're gonna have a real rude awakening is coming their way, as Eunice says. Once the match-going fans wake up, and there's some rough people over there, man. They are. Yeah, once they start waking up and we're talking about a lot of thousands and thousands of people over there, man. It can get pretty rough.
You know what, Chelsea Empire? Here's my counter argument to that. So I hear what Eunice is saying, and I hear what a lot of people are saying in that tune. I'm actually thinking the level of PR that the owners are doing now, trying to brainwash a lot of people by saying this is the new Chelsea, this is the new Chelsea. Data is saying we should be 4th. They are actually doubling down on the fact that we are not budging this time. We budged last time by getting rid of Potter. We're not budging this time. This time, we're going to convert you. We're going to change your religion.
We both know that they're going to try to do everything that they possibly can to reverse, into their advantage. But I just think the way this is going, I think it's going to get way too toxic, man, where people are going to probably boycott. There could be a lot of stuff that could happen because
we need to do what Strasbourg is doing, Chelsea Empire. Yeah. We need to do they're doing.
I hope so. I really do.
Until that happens, I don't think these managers
Ajax is doing, man. Not Strasbourg.
Guys, you know what my only problem is? I fear that we've become too big of a club to even take action. Look at Man United, yeah?
But we guys won the Glazers out. With the Ricketts, bro, we did, and with the Super League, we did really quick. We got out there, man. We really did. But I'm just shocked that we haven't yet with these owners. That's the thing.
When they signed, to buy the club, wasn't there an agreement in there that they couldn't then go on to sell it in a certain amount of time? Wasn't it
they got 10 years?
10 years.
Oh, but they're already taking out profits, man. They're taking CEO Todd Bowley supposedly. He's stepping up. We knew all that, dude. They're changing around the CEO. 20 million times 10. That's 200 million that they took out of the club in just 10 years. I mean, come on, man. They're taking money out of the club, man. Simply put, man. These guys are scam artists.
That could have been somebody that actually knows what they're doing in football that takes the money instead.
Yeah. I would have honestly put John Terry as my CEO of the football club, and then I would have put Frank Lampard as my sporting director.
Agreed.
And then have these guys sit in the back and be like, okay, this is the model we want to do. We want to do this under the 25 policy, but you guys run it. You guys figure it out. You guys find the coach. You guys do what's necessary. I guarantee you we'd be better than what we are. And these players and the players that they would profile would actually work and fit together. I'm just saying that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Frank wanted Holland all them, so.
Yeah, Frank Lampard
had, Holland. He had Jude Bellingham and Declan Rice. Yeah,
Jude Bellingham. Yeah,
look where they're at now, right? So,
for a 60 million total, we could have bought all three of those players because I think Matisse said earlier today. He said, "Please buy Jude Bellingham. He's worth 20 million. Do whatever it takes to get him." Then it was Declan Rice was with 25 and Holland for 20.
one thing about Frank Lampard is he knows how to search out a talent. That's for sure. He's got a good eye for talent.
Yeah.
He was never a good manager.
I agree.
But I think as a sport, I think we've all said it somewhere along the way that as a sporting director, I think Frank Lampard would actually do a really good job. Someone who understands the club, someone who actually would understand from a footballing point of view what it takes to be at the highest level. This is why when AC Milan, they were doing great, under Maldini, when Maldini was the sporting director, they were killing it.
Maldini didn't mess around.
And Maldini was finding some gems as well all over the world.
Really good ones.
Tonali.
Bro, Maldini changed their fortunes, bro. Leao. Well, yeah. Maldini changed their fortunes. Milan was in the mud for a while there. I'm not gonna lie, man. They were in the mud for a little bit, man, until he came through and brought in Zlatan, brought in experience, brought some young players, a little bit of this and that, and all of a sudden he won the league.
But you see how Maldini was able to do is because one, he understands the game. He was a player.
Yeah.
And he understands the club because that is his club.
Yeah, but Win Stanley and Stewart never kicked the ball in their life, man, and they're the ones identifying players.
I see some fans comment at me and saying, "Miz, you're always sprouting lies, saying that these directors were data analysts. They were analytics, part of an analytical group. They were though. Win Stanley was never a sporting director. This is his first sporting director role. Win Stanley was a data analyst.
Don't pay attention to those fans, Miz. Those are fake fans.
Copium.
They just became fans.
Copium.
Those are fake fans, bro.
These guys, all they ever deal with.
Yeah, that reminds me of this dude on X, Vince. I cannot stand. I cannot stand.
I used to be.
My lord.
I used to actually chat with Vince a lot, but lately,
it's impossible.
It's impossible, man. That guy. It seems like Chelsea can't do anything wrong.
I've actually deleted X. I can't do it anymore.
He's one of the kids that bought the delusion, man. That's it.
But you know what, JC? There's a lot of fans that are bought into the delusion, though. There's a lot.
Younger fans, especially too, though. The older ones I feel like, their head is straight. They understand. But the younger ones, I mean, I'm on the younger side. I'm only 19, right? But once I got off of X, my mind is clear. Like I understand what I should be expecting,
But you're right, Paul. I think it's a good idea to step off X, man. Like the amount of stupidity that's in that app.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's
you, though, I mean, it makes sense. I mean, you get good, information and stuff. But for like the average person that's just like not in that realm and they're just going on and reading, you become blind. You're blind.
You're right, man.
I hate the fact that we're getting advice from Arsenal fans of like, it's a process. You guys are not a process club. You guys need to be patient. You're too spoiled. Man, get out of here, man. I had my brother-in-law here today, man. Get out of here, man.
Spoiled to even ask to come 6th and 7th.
These guys finished 8th in the worst season, for God's sake.
All we are even saying is just come 6th or 7th.
I hate when rivals try to give us opinions about our club. Let us talk about it. Don't give me your opinion. Nobody cares about your opinion. Keep it to yourself. Focus on your club. Don't worry about mine. Mind your own business, man. Don't be.
You've got
Arsenal, what the hell have you done, man? What the hell have you done in the last God knows how many years? What have you done? Like, why are you giving me advice? For what? What have you won?
You're right. Muyiwa, thank you so much for the super chat. Supporting Chelsea right now feels like being a victim of a CIA-run PSI psyop. CIA-run psyop. Too many gaslighting and false dawn moments. I can't deal. Look, it is difficult. Look, we're gonna wrap things up. I just want to ask you guys one thing before we go, and to the live chat as well. We've got Man United coming up. It's actually quite a favorable time for me, so I'm actually going to do a watch along because it's in the early mornings. It's about 6:15 a.m. So I'm going to be up. So my time. But I'm not confident though. I'm not confident against Man United. So what then? Like we drop points against Burnley. We're most likely going to drop points against Man United. Hopefully, it's not going to be a loss. If it's a loss,
I'm actually confident that we're going to beat United, believe it or not. I actually predicted a draw in the Burnley game because we never do good off of international break. But with everything, our backs again, we're getting cornered right now, and it's chaotic and all that. Everybody's doubting us, including everybody, like the fans. I believe that we're going to surprise United and beat them like 1-0, 2-1 type of game. I really do. I don't know why.
I honestly
Guys.
admire your thought there. You're
I'm
like me.
negative,
You're
bro.
like me. You're like
Bro.
me.
Bro, I'm telling you this. I'm negative, man. Usually, like, hey, man, when I feel it, I feel it. Like against Burnley, I'm telling you, I did not feel it. I did not feel it, man. I felt like, nah, I don't know, something's off.
With
But-
Man United, you know what? I'm not even gonna lie. I think either a draw or a loss because
Yeah.
the way they play is kryptonite to us. It's kryptonite.
Oh,
I agree.
Because they
missed.
like to play in transition. They like to play on the break.
Yeah.
And the
Counter.
And the people that we have, the defenders, the
Oh,
midfielders.
yeah.
No,
you gotta-
Miz. Picture the scene. Marcus Rashford hitting a counter
Yeah.
against Alpha
Yeah.
Gilchrist.
Yeah.
I was
All
just gonna
hell
say
breaks
that.
loose.
I was
Even
just gonna say
Rasmus Højlund against Disasi. Rasmus Højlund's extremely fast, by the way.
Why are you bringing in top players' names, bro? Don't go anywhere beyond the McTominay. McTominay is gonna get us, bro.
Yeah, right
Oh,
to McTominay, man.
Yeah.
Something we want Gallagher to do, McTominay does for United. Jesus, man.
Look,
Unbelievable.
People are having that debate right now, by the way. Gallagher or McTominay. And I was like, look, both are awful players. But the difference is, like, McTominay actually is a threat in the box.
Look at our debates suck as well. Our debates are mediocre too. We're debating against two mediocre players. Oh my god.
No, like, I'll be honest.
I think we'll beat United but lose to Sheffield, though. I believe.
Ooh, nah. Let's not go that far. Let's not go that
Bro,
far.
this is a Sheffield team that's losing to
I'm telling you,
everyone.
at Sheffield, just watch, man. Low block.
Imagine the scenes,
Just
bro.
watch.
Didn't Arsenal pump Sheffield first half
6-0.
5-0?
Yeah,
They walked through them. They walked through them.
They pumped Burnley too, but
They pumped Burnley as well. They pumped Burnley.
But you see, Miz, what I'm doing? We're a joke.
Yeah, we're a joke, bro. We're a joke. And the crazy part is it's not even funny. The joke's
Yeah,
not even
that's what I'm saying. We're a joke. That's why I'm throwing this. Hey, we'll beat United but lose to Sheffield. But that might become a reality because
It might.
Or we lose
I've
both.
got a bad feeling about the Man United game, man. Because
Yeah, same.
I know how we. Do
I
you
agree.
remember the last time we played Man United? How pumped we were! Like, we're beating this. Man
Oh,
United.
the confidence.
The
We
confidence.
said we were better than them
We're gonna
after
beat them.
beating Brian.
Because they were doing bad.
And
they
then
were horrible
played
then.
us out of the park. I'm like, what
Yeah.
is this?
yeah, you might have a good point there because the question is United going to lose 2 in a row?
Yeah.
Nah, that won't. Oh well, they
No,
didn't lose today.
and
Did they draw today?
No,
They drew.
they
They drew.
missed. You know what the
Yeah.
difference is? The difference is they've got the experience, the backbone. Look, they
Yeah.
are terrible.
Yeah.
But
Bruno
that
Fernandes.
experience, Bruno Fernandes,
Come clutch
Look.
any moment.
yeah, people call him a rat. You can say whatever you want. They don't know his shit house and whatever he has his antics, but he knows what that badge means.
They got
People
moments
like
players
Lisandro.
like Bush. They've got moments players. Like they got
Yeah.
players
Yeah.
on the moment. Do you know what I mean?
Oh,
I wonder what Mason Mount atmosphere at Stamford Bridge is going to be. I wonder how
Right
that's
now,
going
it's
to
gonna
today.
be. It's
He
gonna be
scored as
horrible.
well. I won't-
Matthew Harden.
If he starts, I won't be surprised if he
But
starts.
I swear, if United is beating us and he happens to score, those fans, bro, are going
It's
to
game
turn.
over. It's
so
game over.
quick.
It has to be right. It has to be right. It has to be right.
Honestly, if he was to start, I want to see like just
Yeah.
Brexit tackles. No, not actually, but it was
Gallagher's going to take out Mount, man. I'm telling you, Gallagher's going to run him over.
Now, what's mad is like I'm young, so like I've watched like the last 7, 8 years, 9 years. Well, I've watched Chelsea for 9 years, 10 years now.
Yeah.
And when it comes to Man United, especially last 7 years, this really like the doom or gloom for us. It's that one
Yeah.
team that always.
Do you know what?
Always.
At least the last probably 3-4 seasons, I don't think we've done well against Man United. You know?
I think we drew a lot of
Even,
times against
even
them.
in our best
There was a
season,
lot of
21-22,
I don't
we
think we
did
beat them in
some
like 7 years.
twice.
We haven't
Yeah.
beat them since 2017.
2017,
Yeah,
4-0.
my memory's not failing. Yeah, 7 years we haven't beat them.
I think it was draws mainly, right?
Yeah, they got
Really
very
lost
lucky.
Draw or lose.
Yeah, draw.
I think we
or-
lost the last one 4-0 last year. I think we lost, right?
I remember when Lampard was the manager, we got pumped. We got
And
pumped.
then, yeah, the
4-1.
last couple times we lost 2-1, 4-1, and then after that, it's just been 1-1, 1-1, 1-1.
yeah.
No, but that was at a point where the fan base was so shameless. Like on away days, I have friends who go away games. When we went Arsenal away last season and we lost 3-1, and we could have got pumped even more. We were celebrating the fact that we scored a goal away. Man United away, celebrating the fact that João Felix hit one late and scored a little edge of the box shot. honest, it got.
Nah.
Man, you just brought up João Felix, bro. I wish we had a guy that we knew, man, like him. Gee, man, we don't even have a guy like that on the team. Man.
Oh man.
What a shame this is, man.
I pray for our defense actually against Man United. I just hope
that's
these Desasi and Desasi and Buddy Shield, bad boy. They tell me he's bad boy, Buddy Shield.
Don't be surprised if you see the Sassy play right back and Thiago come back in.
Look, I'd rather the Sassy right back than
Is
Gilchrist.
Chalobah coming back? Is Chalobah coming back this week?
First of all, when did he even get injured? Can someone tell me how he?
Man,
I don't know. He didn't even get called up.
But are these guys getting injured while they're having a pull or something? Are they just like?
Aren't they training with like the under 23s or something in during international?
I don't know.
No, like you didn't see that post of that one guy on Instagram. He's like a fitness like coach something, and he pointed out
trainer, right?
Oh yeah. He's his personal trainer. He's friends with me on Instagram. You know, he DMs me every now and then. He DMs me,
pointing out things like why they're wearing sneakers in the gym, things like this.
They don't do like Pilates and yoga and stuff like that.
He told me. He goes. They don't do any Pilates. They don't do any muscle strengthening. They don't do any stretching properly.
But what do these owners hire here for the medical staff? Bro, like, what is this, man? Like, what a joke, man! You're that rich, you spend $1 billion on players, but you can't get your medical situation fixed up. That's a shame, man. What a
bro! Go on Indeed and apply right now for head of medical.
That is
£250,000 a week. I mean a year.
250,000, bro. 250,000. Smart money, man. Smart money.
I mean, these guys just running this club into the ground is just a money game thing for them, man. I mean,
so bad.
Oh man, this is
they might as well just hire
That's
Brad Pitt
actually
and do the whole
trash
money.
money. I'm not gonna lie. That's actually pretty trash money. 250K for that position. That you're not gonna get quality.
Just trying to save money everywhere. My God, man.
Lads, we'll wrap things up.
Yep.
If you guys are all free tomorrow, we'll do another members call in. Perhaps
absolutely.
Let's see what PR comes up off it today. We can digest all
of
that.
Miz, if you come to, you said you're coming to Canada, you're gonna go to New York.
Yeah. I'm coming to New York.
I'll give you my address. You're more than welcome to stay at my house. Free food, everything free over here at my house, brother. Everything.
You know what? Shout out to all the people that's in New York. To all the people that are in New York, if you guys are there, let's gather. Let's get together one of the days. We'll go to. I remember I went to the place where they show Premier League, the Football Factory. I remember I went there back in 2017. I watched Man United and Everton. It was the first game of the season.
Yeah.
I don't know how close is Football Factory. We can go there. We can have a mad get together, eat, and catch up. And I think that'll be nice. But I'll let you guys know.
Absolutely, I will join.
Perfect,
I'm only up in Boston, so I'll join for sure.
I love it, man. It would be mad to see all you guys.
Oh,
man.
lucky you, JC. Lucky you, bro. You can go see Miz because he'll be in New York, not too far.
Yeah, for sure.
Is Boston close, huh? Boston's close to New York.
Yeah, like 2.5 hours, not even like less than an hour on a plane. So yeah.
And to anyone from Canada as well, like I'm going to Canada, so I'm going to catch up with a few people from there too. So if you're keen, we can all catch up.
You come over here to my place. I got a big house, bro. You got plenty. We can play football down here in my basement over here. It's
love it, bro. I love it. maybe we can get some under 18s as well, like our owners.
My son's got under 16s and 15s. No, don't worry, man.
We're sorted.
Don't tell it, Bugly.
All right, lads. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Hopefully, we'll do
all right. Big up, man.
Big up, boys.
Big up, guys.
Take care,
guys.
Man. Big up.